Actually.
Booga booga.
All right.
Sniff
After
schnapp.
3 weeks, it's finally time, guys.
Snip snap. Are we live?
Hooray!
We are live.
It's time. Hello, everybody. We're
Oh.
back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Okay, cool. Everyone went silent after I made that joke, and my brain was like, "Oh no, I've really done it this time."
We're stealing his IP.
What?
I know where he lives.
My fuck. Hello.
Hi. Yes.
Hi.
Okay. This.
Oh no, is this
All right.
technical difficulty?
I don't think so. I think I just wasn't being responded to.
Great.
I don't know which part you weren't.
I started trying to talk a few times, and then other people started talking, and I just went quiet each time. So, we are all good to go. As a quick refresher for the end of last session, 3 weeks ago, after the recent tragedies, and your investigation into some of the local druids and mythological figures, you were approached by Jasper, who has finally set up the plan to take an operation to the Old Throne. As a refresher on the Old Throne, it is the location that you all went on a boat to go see, a rather large military compound run by the general, who has been running a coup d'etat against Jasper as of the past couple months. This large compound is about 2 to 3 days travel from Beachcrest normally. However, the ships that Jasper uses are able to get there in about a day. As evidenced by our most recent session. At the end of the session, you were all sitting down in order to plan this heist. And now we are going to skip about a week into the future after that point. Everything has gone to hell. We had a very, very rough engagement while we were away. Marivin was taken hostage rather quickly, and Midas was forced into hiding. Matteo and Moravaint would work for a while together. However, it took a turn when the morality of the group hit a bit of a snag. Moravaint, in his recent transition, has had a little bit of a darker side to him. And after a counteroffensive against the Finns that had recently been trying to apprehend you, Moravaint actually took 3 prisoners, one of whom has since been killed. Matteo, after finding out what Moravaint had been up to, had separated and decided to go his own way. With all of that information now on the table, Moravaint, we're going to focus in on you.
Yay.
After your recent hostage taking, you ended up going into hiding. Some of the local Finns on Jasper's side had assisted you despite your killing of a prisoner, which is not generally something that is accepted in this region.
No,
However,
fucking dude.
after taking 2 prisoners and, executing the 3rd, they did recommend you take shelter somewhere you're more familiar with. And they actually smuggled you onto a ship heading back to the Empire. Not the best option you've ever had, but better than your other options. However, as you'd be hiding in the cargo hold, you would hear a horn, and your ship would suddenly be brought to a halt. It would not take long for you to figure out why when you heard the heavy boots and the clang of a few swords upstairs. You were not traveling with Finns this time around, as if you had been with the Finns directly, it would have been problematic. You had just taken shelter on a random merchant's vessel that you had managed to get your hands on. But when you heard the fighting upstairs and multiple Finns came down the stairs, you would realize you were caught. Unrested, wounded, exhausted from your travel, and surrounded by multiple warships.
Well,
Would you try to fight?
probably not.
Well, when you surrender in your wounded state, they would take you prisoner. A bag would be placed on your head, you would be cuffed, all of the 9 yards. You'd be stripped of the small amount of equipment that Moravaint carries around. And after an initial questioning and a couple of hits and kicks from the very, very angry Finns, you would be dragged out of the hold of the merchant's vessel onto the very large warship. It would take a day and a half of this travel in order for you to reach the compound. The only thing that you would hear from Mercy the entire time that you were on there would be him repeatedly saying 4 days. Just 4 days. As if it were some kind of mantra he had been given. Late that evening, you would finally find yourself having the bag ripped off of your head in the prison cell of the compound. You would see a massive black and brown tile floor as you'd be surrounded with easily 24 cells. Most of the place seemed empty, as if no one had been here for a while. A few guards standing. However, there would be one cell that would be of interest to you. All the way across the room, out of easy earshot, you would see a single cell that is completely overgrown with plants. The plants are actually reaching so far out of the cell that there are as many pieces of grass and vines and roots along the tile as there are in the 15 by 15 cell across the room. And from all the way across, you can see that there is in fact a young girl in the cell. So close, and yet just out of reach. You'd be kept in the cell for most of the day before anyone would bother to come and talk to you. And when they did come to talk to you, it was very rarely kind. You would be repeatedly beaten, dragged out and questioned, interrogated over and over. You were lucky to get a loaf of bread or a glass of water, and the entire time, you would hear, as Mercy says, 3 days. Eventually, the guards would stand to attention, and for the first time since you'd gotten here, you'd finally see someone of actual stature. A very tall, grizzled, older human, graying hair, gray in his beard, and a massive scar along his cheek. He would walk in carrying a very large axe that looked like it had been chipped from years of use, and a very large, heavy clockwork crossbow. He would walk over, stand in front of your cell, and bark at you as if ordering a subordinate. Stand up, Lucent.
I would very lazily get up and kind of stretch and work my way towards the bars.
You would be barely out of Arb's reach at this distance. He does not seem intimidated like most of the guards do, looking at you more as if you were simply an obstacle. You would speak very, very clearly and concisely, and say, "You took 3. We found 1 body. Where are the other 2?
Probably still alive, considering you have me here. Probably.
I'm not looking to play your games, boy. Where are they?
Well, you got a really big island that loves to shift around. Even if I went looking for them, I'm sure it would take some time. Any map I try to draw would be, irrelevant.
He would pause for a moment before pulling from his pocket a much smaller crossbow. He would take a moment loading it, bringing it to a ready position, before very quickly raising to aim and shooting you in the shoulder, point blank. The bolt would be much smaller than most crossbows, but that would still stop none of the force, as you would take approximately 6 damage.
Approximately 6?
Yes.
Approximately 6. I didn't open my character sheet, hold on.
I just changed it for you.
Ah, sweet.
A second. After the first round, he would begin loading it again, and he would say, well, if they're still alive and you're here and we're leaving, they're being fed somehow. So I'll repeat my question. Where are they?
I'm leaving, and I already killed one. Do you really think it's so beneath me, then, that I would leave the others?
He would shoot you a second time, dealing another 6 damage to you. After the second shot, he would begin loading a third. And he'd say, I know you used to be a pacifist. I doubt you'd change so quickly. I don't like playing this game, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Where are they? And on the third time, he would raise the crossbow and he would point it at your head.
Are they really so important to you? Are they of so high standing that you would kill your only clue and hunt them down one by one? Every person that I've ever acquainted myself with?
He would pause for a moment, as if to consider your question, before he would give you the third shot, this time to the chest, leaving it buried in your chest, before putting the crossbow away, leaving you bleeding, but alive, as he puts it away. And he would speak clearly. If the only reason that you were alive right now was to find them, you would be dead right now. I'll be coming back to see you again soon. Next time I hope you have an answer. He would turn around and begin to walk away. Later that evening, Matteo,
Aye, aye.
you would be chilling in the very nice room that you were given in the administrative building. Eventually, you would hear a knock at the door before it is unlocked and opened. They had been keeping you under pretty close watch, given the recent scenarios, but you had been treated much better. Given food, drink, even entertained for a short while during the dinner. Most of the Finns didn't trust you much, but they were respectful, at the very least. When the door opened, you would see the general is standing in the doorway. And say, Mr. Malandri, join me?
Suppose I don't have much better to do. And he's gonna stand up, grab his cane, and walk towards the door.
The general would walk with you, flanked by 2 guards, some of the only fins you've ever seen in metal, but it's mithril.
Damn.
Walking out to the dining hall. While most of the soldiers were eating in the barracks or in the large mess hall on the other side of the compound, you would be sat down to freshly roasted fish and vegetables and wine at the very long table on the ground floor. Served by the kobolds who are running around quite happily. As you're walking, you would walk past quite a few guard patrols, far more than you would have expected. And he would sit down at the table, grabbing his own glass and saying, "So, you've been here for a day. I understand that interrogation takes some time, but I must say I'm a little disappointed at the answers your friend has been giving us."
Yeah, he's not exactly. He's a stubborn one, but most of them were.
I'll be honest, when you told me where to find him, I thought his people would be with him.
Well, when you make the choices he did, people tend to not take kindly to it.
I suppose that's fair.
I'm not one for betrayal, but sometimes lines get crossed, and good men are left with no other choice.
Well, I suppose you can expect to give no loyalty to an ex-Imperial. Leaving their people is kind of the theme. Obviously, I can't have you running off until I find my people. But you will be rewarded as we discussed.
And for that I am appreciative.
I understand you helping after my men got captured, but I also understand that you are rather close with Lord Jasper.
We're business partners, but well, I'm sure you know where I come from.
I do. I'm quite familiar.
Nothing ever happens without at least 3 other things happening behind the scenes, you know? Curtains and mirrors and whatnot.
I suppose so. Well, I do hope that any future regime change will cause you to rethink your business partners.
Nothing lasts forever. Sometimes changes need to be made. Measures need to be taken, and, well. I have an eye for, knowing who to trust.
He would raise his glass and say, "Changing for the better, then."
To changing for a better tomorrow. And he's gonna raise his glass.
The general would finish his drink before standing up and saying, "Please take your time. I have some things to attend to, but whenever you're finished, the guards will take you back to your room."
Sounds
If
good
you
to
need
me.
if you need some exercise, we are sparring in the yard. I know you're not much of a swordsman, but you're always welcome to test your mettle, so to speak.
I might consider it. I need to get a better sword arm, all things considered. He's gonna kind of tap his cane on the ground.
He would stand up and grab a leg of some roast animal and leave.
A leg of rat.
Yeah. The guards would very respectfully wait for you to do whatever you wish before escorting you around the facility if you'd like to go for a walk or take you to the library they have upstairs, other such things if you would like to explore the facility, or to return you to your room if you wish.
I'll take a walk around the facility.
Why not?
I'll explore the place.
Well, for the main administrative building, just to give you some perspective. On the ground floor, there is an armory, a dining hall, a kitchen. There is, of course, a depot for the wagons with large double doors going to the outside. An entryway, a simple storage room. It goes up to a second floor with a library, the fine bedrooms, an alchemy lab, and the general's room himself.
What floor is it on?
The second. The third floor has the dungeon. However, to say third floor might be a little bit of a misnomer. This tower is currently under construction. It's a very large ruin. The first and second floor are in fact the first and second floor, but everything between the second and third floor is so destroyed it is currently unusable. We are talking about 5 or 6 stories above the second floor is where the dungeon is held. You'd have to climb the stairs quite a way to go up, and it is, of course, off limits. There is a 4th floor above that, though you are not 100% certain what is up there. Outside the main facility, I will give some view. I think all of you would have this information, so I will give you a quick little thing. Oh, yeah. Here, let me... I'm going to give everybody tokens here so that I can give everybody but Moravaint tokens here to quickly give you your... Sorry, it takes me a second to actually move everyone around. And then the inside of the facility are currently these buildings. I think all of you would know these, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly move you through. We have a barracks, a training ground, the main administrative building, and a mess hall, as well as a chapel over here. Now I'm going to put you guys all up here in this little corner for fog of war purposes, but that is the map as it stands. Everyone can see it, right? Through the fog?
Yep.
Perfect.
Everyone except me.
We're just supposed to see the outer perimeter, yes?
Yes, you're only supposed to be able to actively see it, but you can see through the fog of war and see the labeled buildings, right?
No. I just see a black square in the middle.
Oh. Interesting. I thought I just moved you through.
It's popping up for me now.
Oh, okay. Can you see the labels on the other buildings?
I could see the admin and training ground label.
Okay.
Nope.
I can see all of it. Mess hall, barracks, chapel.
Mess hall, barrack. Okay.
I can also see.
For whatever reason, yours didn't want to claim it, I guess. There you go.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I can.
Cool.
It's dark as fuck, but I can see it.
Yeah, it's yeah. Sorry.
No, it's
For now, I actually can think I can just change it on this map. I think. For right
if you
now,
turn
I'm
it
just
off.
showing
More
the
of it will
map.
see it. Oh, you just changed the lighting. Okay.
Yeah, I just changed the lighting.
I thought you were turning off the fog of war.
No, just changing the lighting. I'll need to change it back to nighttime before we actually go into nighttime, but I can do it like this for now.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, with that little overview of your new region, I will say this is all scaled down. Every space is 30 feet.
Damn.
Just for a little perspective of you.
Mind ye.
All of the things are very, very clearly not filled in properly. The training ground is filled with multiple pits, arenas, lots of training dummies, things like that, wooden equipment. The barracks is exactly that. It's a lot of lockers and beds. It's where most of the men stay. The mess hall also includes a kitchen, and it is generally outfitted with enough pantry to hold this fort down for probably 2 months. And the chapel. The chapel, more specifically, is actually a church of the god of the sea. It seems to be what the local Finns worship. Not too surprising, but they do hold ceremonies about once a day, and it does have a pretty sizable amount of priests that operate it regularly. along with quite a few converted kobolds that handle the day-to-day operation. With that being said, eventually you would be led back to your room. However, on the way, you would notice something of interest. A second figure talking to the general. Within earshot, you could interrupt if you choose, but it seems like this figure does not want to be identified. They are currently wearing a very dark cloak, their head is down, and they are speaking in a hushed voice. If you do not wish to interrupt, you'd be led back to your room.
What room is this in?
Your room is on the second floor. They are currently downstairs in one of the main halls.
Oh, it's just in the hall?
Yeah, they're just speaking in the hall.
I'll go and talk.
You approach the general as they are having their discussion, and when he looks up, he would put on that fake smile you are oh so familiar with, and say, "Ah, Mr. Malandri, enjoy your walk."
It's quite a nice place you have here. I think I did.
It's hard to rebuild one's old home, but we've been doing all right.
We're making good progress for what it's worth.
The figure would lift his face enough for you to get a glimpse of it, and it appears to be a very young man with yellow face tattoos. You have so many languages. I'm sure you would recognize small amounts of Draconic on the text, even at a glance.
Interesting.
After looking at you for a moment, he would lower his face, hiding it again. And he would speak in a very soft voice and says, "I have my things to attend to. Good day, General." And he would begin heading upstairs.
He's in a mood. I assume private matters?
Well, you know, visitors. Always coming when they're least wanted.
I suppose that's an understandable sentiment.
Yes, well, necessary evils.
What manner of evil is this?
Imperial.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Turns out when one of their priests goes rogue, they tend to send investigators. Can't say
Yeah.
which one.
Had a run-in with a similar type in Stonefell.
Stonefell? Yep.
Yeah. At least I think that's what they were here for, I'm not sure. They're asking a lot of questions, though.
I wouldn't worry too much. Sure they're not looking for you.
Oh, I know. Still, my connections don't paint me in a good light in their eyes.
I suppose that's reasonable. I'm about to head out to the training grounds. I take it you're going back to rest.
I think I will rest for the time being, but do retrieve me if you need my help, or if you're just bored.
I have no doubt you would offer quite the show, Matteo. I may take you up on that. We could use a bit of a morale boost, but for now, I think we should focus. You go and get your rest. If you'd like, I could have some books sent over. I hear you're more on the research end.
I do like to dabble.
Well, feel free to talk to the guards. I'm sure they wouldn't mind escorting you over. Or send a kobold to go fetch one. Plenty of interesting reads upstairs.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
He would nod and begin to head out. Is there anything you would like to do before I change focus?
Nope. He is just gonna head back to his room.
Perfect. Matteo heads back to his room. Cutting back to Moravaint. It is currently day 3.
2 more days?
No, sorry, 2 more days. Yeah, 2 more days.
2 more days.
And you would have a very interesting figure. you would see the hooded figure come up to the prison. Unlike most of the other guests, he does not come in immediately giving you a face of distrust. Instead, he actually seems to bring a peace offering. He has brought you a sandwich. It's the first real food you've seen in 3 days.
Oh.
He would walk over, and he would stand at the bars for a moment, before removing his hood. Almost immediately after he walks in, the 2 Finn guards that are currently manning the room would step out. Once he stops at the bars and removes his hood, you would immediately recognize the tattoos. He is an Imperial Inquisitor. However, a very young one. He would stop at the bars before holding the sandwich through, and as he does, you would notice that while his sleeves are long and he is wearing gloves, when you get a glance of his wrist, you would see that his tattoos extend all the way down to his wrists. He would hold out the sandwich and say, "Stand up. You're gonna get sick if you don't eat."
I would get up and go grab the sandwich.
You grab it. It's very simple, but a very large one. And after handing it to you, he would go, "Consider this a kindness. We share a homeland, and I would hate for it to go any further. Your choices since you have come to this continent have painted us in a bad light."
I'm sure it has.
I sent an emissary to give a warning to your comrade, the ex-guardsman, to tell him that it was not too late for you to come home, to atone and to retake your place. That offer is still on the table.
You sent it to him? I assume you meant it for him.
And for you. The 2 of you have been inseparable since you came here.
Yeah, well. I guess I'm returning to my roots. I may have been painting you in a bad light, but I'm following your principles.
Judging by that thing you have following you around, I disagree. But I did want to make you that offer, before you do take it too far. Once you make yourself an enemy, I won't be able to offer you this.
Just to clarify, we said that I'm under the assumption Marivin got kidnapped, correct?
Marivin was taken prisoner.
Or captured, taken prisoner. Okay. I assume by the Finns?
Presumably.
Presumably by Finns.
Not for sure, but presumably.
Okay. Then, returning back to this Inquisitor. You are offering me this, and I appreciate it. But as of now, I'm alone. Not inherently a bad thing, mind you. But, if that offer stands for both of us, I intend to make sure it gets to both of us.
I offered it to him once. His offer will stand. You have strayed much further from your path than he has.
And as such, you came here in person, instead of a golem.
I understand that you think yourself very important, but you are not that important.
Oh, I never was.
He would reach up and scrub his face slightly, and when his hand comes away, you can see it is wax as well.
Hmm.
You could say, unlike your captors, I do not underestimate you even in this position. A priest of Sanct would never allow himself to be captured so easily, nor would a priest of Sanct be so unarmed even in a situation like this. I do not know what you are up to, but I feel confident that if you wanted to attack me, you could. I would not be so foolish to come here unprepared myself.
I'm going to lean against the wall opposite of the cell, cross my arms, and just kind of smile deviously. Whether I'm unarmed or helpless in here doesn't matter. I was still captured, wasn't I? Surrounded by warships, wounded. I was a priest, I was a pacifist, but first, I was a soldier. I am familiar with interrogation tactics. I know what they want from me, and they can pry it from my corpse. That is, if they will stoop so low as to necromancy.
Be careful what you ask for, Scion of Ocram.
Has a ring to it.
Indeed it does. I only wish you lived up to this standard. In any case, I don't believe that we want you dead yet. So I've come to offer you a little something. Consider it a token of good faith.
Like the sandwich?
No, that was a peace offering. Consider this a token of good faith. He would remove his glove, and for a moment he would press one of his arms against the metal of the door. You would hear a slight wrenching sound, but when he pulled his hand away, you would notice the door seems unaffected. He would straighten up for a moment and say, I have a feeling that if you're half as strong as I think you are, you should be able to take that down now. If you decide to leave. Don't worry, it won't be obvious until someone tries to hit it.
You want me to break out of here?
I want you to make the right choice. I also want you to make a choice. If you side with the Empire, you'd be re-welcome. Side against the Empire, and it's simply one more enemy that we have to deal with. Either way, I really hate wasting my time.
Well, I'll keep it in mind. And I appreciate you sending any of your time to me.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other very soon, one way or another.
Whether in the light or in the dark. Pray it's in the light.
He would pull his hood back on and say, I think the light always shows better in the dark, don't you?
I would take a bite of the sandwich.
He would turn to leave. And you can see that the guards look very uncomfortable when they come back. Especially after seeing his partially messed up face.
I forgot he fucked it up.
That evening, you would hear a very, very loud horn in the distance. And Matteo, from your room, you could see something quite interesting in the harbor. While you cannot go and see it up close, you would see a massive warship, far larger than anything you had seen before. This one made of metal, unlike most of the ships, which are simply wood. The size of the ship would put this compound to shame. It seemed like something out of a fairy tale. It wouldn't be long before you could hear the general moving around in the building. Moravaint, from your perspective, you would simply hear the horn. You would see everyone moving around rather quickly. And a few minutes later, you would see the general come up to the prison and retrieve Violet from her cell. She seems exhausted. While she has been fed and taken care of better than you, it seems like over the time she has been pacified somewhat.
I am going to press against the bars just real quick, and just to clarify, it's him, and I assume you said there was 2 guards?
Yes, there is him. No, sorry. There are him, there are 2 guards following him, and there are 2 guards in the room. Let me actually pull you up a quick little thing, because I feel like we're about to hit the fan here.
Good idea.
We don't have to hit the fan just yet.
I'm going to
just
use,
to clarify, should I heal? Because I know it's been a day.
no, you are not in a situation to be healing from anything.
I didn't think so, but I figured I'd ask.
You aren't even resting properly. Oh shit! I just realized I don't actually have. Okay, cool. We are going to use this one. I don't have the right picture up for it. For today, this lovely little heavy armor guy right in front of you, this one, will be representing the general.
Okay. I might accidentally call him the commander. You'll get over
That's
it.
fine. Commander is fine. That is absolutely fine.
Am I not supposed to see this?
Are you able to see it?
No.
Okay, it's because you don't have a token on the field at the moment.
Got it.
That is a bit more of an issue. You can't see what he sees? Why are you unable to see it?
It says
Guys,
I don't have a
no.
token with the visual.
Can you link my token also to her?
That's what I'm about to do.
I need GM privileges again, and no one is allowed to watch the stream. I can't see.
I gave you spectator of his, but I guess that didn't do it.
I don't know.
Do you want to unpause real quick? Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, maybe because the game is paused? I mean, that usually doesn't affect anything, but maybe?
Can you see it now?
Nope! Oh! There's a man! A rubber man.
Okay, for today, this will be representing the general.
I still can't see it.
I'm aware. It's because you're
Okay.
not up here.
I
don't have your
We
token
just
on there.
went over this.
Yeah.
We just fucking went over this. That's my bad.
Also to clarify, is the cell door also bars? Like, can I open it and then close it just real quick to see past it?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna have you do it because it was locked. Yeah. Okay.
I actually don't know why that isn't see-through. It should be see-through. There.
Hey,
Better?
look, guys, it's me.
There. Now you can see through the door. It's still closed, but you can see through it.
I need to add scuff to the tags.
It's not already.
It is on mine. My personal streams.
He is flanked by 2 guards, and there are also 2 Finn swordsmen in the room that you can see. He would retrieve her. As you lean on the door, you can feel it shaking slightly. It's not falling off the hinge, but it's pretty close.
So, you gonna tell me what those horns were? Sounded heavy.
He would look back over his shoulder as he picks up Violet. And he would shout back and he says, "Oh, you know, coming days."
Tell me, what are you using that girl for?
You haven't figured it out?
I'm sure I could take a guess.
Since you're so curious, She's going to be leading our medic corps. That's all.
She looks tired. More tired than even I am.
We're all tired. But not for long. I'm afraid I won't be able to see you off. But rest assured that if we can't find our men, someone will.
Oh,
You
don't
would-
worry. I'll make sure you see him.
He would turn and begin to walk away.
Just real quick, before you take her away. Do you mind if I see her one last time?
Actually, I do.
What, if I'm gonna be stuck in here? Who knows the next time I'll have a chance? After you took her.
Then you'll die unhappy.
Maybe one day. And I'm gonna kick down the fucking cell door.
You
I wasn't asking.
kick down the cell door. I'm very sorry to say that as you are kicking down the cell door, you would hear one of the guards shout.
I wasn't being quiet.
Mhm.
Is it a bad idea? Yes, but also, like, that's one of the things I'm here for.
No, you're absolutely fine. I will say, while the two swordsmen in the room are focused on you, the general and his men seem to just be continuing to leave.
Interesting.
They don't seem even distracted by your antics. But as you are kicking the door down, I'm going to assume you're at the door.
Yeah.
They are going to begin to run away as those other two swordsmen are running towards you. Either you have something in mind, or you're rolling initiative.
Just to clarify, I assume I'm alone in this, right?
As of now.
As of now, I assume I'm alone in this. I am definitely going to, I'm going to, like, put on my armor, so, like, they can see what I can do. But I'm going to, if I can, ready in action to draw the sword.
You, ready in action to draw your sword, but you're waiting as long as you can?
Yeah.
Okay. It is worth noting that they are running away pretty full speed. Fighting, you will not catch them. I will be clear. If you try to fight, you will not catch them.
That's...
I just want to be extra clear about
so
what's
these
going
guys are intercepting me. These guys are actively running away.
on. Yes.
Okay. Let me... Hang on, I gotta open up that spreadsheet again. That's something I forgot. In that case, I am going to start running up towards this direction and kind of like try to get around these swordsmen.
I am going to, for now, I'm going to actually remove Fog of War for this scene. Can everyone see now?
Indeed. Fish.
Fish. Fish.
As we have, I'm just going to
Fish.
establish for everyone who can now see. Now that we're entering initiative, I'm just going to give vision for now.
Fins, I get it.
Yeah. Finn Swordsman. We have two of the Mithril Armor Guards here. We got your General over here, and then Kobolds in the next room that have been minding their own fucking business.
And they will remain to if they know what's good for them.
All right.
Very smart.
Just in case anyone decides to enter scene, I'm going to have you guys all able to see what he can see for now. But I wanted to give you guys that opportunity to do that. Actually, I'm going to... I'm going to have you give them vision sharing. That's a better way of doing this. Can you all see what he sees?
Yep.
Perfect. That is a much better way of doing this in the future. And with that, are we rolling initiative?
I mean, I suppose so. I'm running after them. I got so
Alright.
close. I can't let her slip now.
I feel like we're obligated to jump into this now.
Why is this such a... This is like a terrible plan. I thought this was supposed to be like a... We come up with a fucking smart idea here.
I don't have a plan.
Yeah, you're off the rails. But no one could have even... No one's even there to even tell you, hey!
I mean,
wake the fuck up.
We do have our... It's all part of the plan, but it feels like we kind of have to use that now to make sure...
I was thinking
No,
about
you'll be fine.
thing.
It is worth noting that while they have called out up here, there is no actual alarm going on or anything of that nature at the moment. As of right now, there is one room of people who know what's going on.
But
And,
there's other
also
people
to clarify,
going that are running to go tell others, right?
Not yet.
and also to clarify, for all I know, I am completely alone.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Marivin's captured. You're captured. Fucking
Wink.
Matteo turned. Or I don't know. He turned me in, but like Matteo
I'm not
turned his
captured.
back on me.
Shh, he doesn't know that. Moravaint's
That's what
fuzzy
Moravaint
brain
knows.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Moravaint's memories are not all there.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
I am doing this because I am the last one left. I am the last line.
All right.
I have a promise I need to keep.
I'll be honest. I was expecting him to just kick down the door like that. So, you know.
All right.
All right.
Let's see it.
We're all good.
Fish.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll some initiative. I'm gonna do group initiatives right now.
Yep.
Wait, all of us or just him need to roll?
Just him for right now.
Okay.
There's no combat encounter.
Oh yeah. I guess I do have to go hit the add encounter button. There you go. I'm running group initiatives. And he can run initiative for them.
That's actually probably for the best.
Cool. Well, this is now your current situation. You know
I
how
don't suppose I have any idea where they kept my backpack.
You have you didn't have your backpack on the ship.
Okay, that's fair. That's a better way of putting it.
Nope, you are all alone. That you can hear you for the first time since all this started, you would hear a sigh from Mercy and say, I guess we're starting. Moravaint, it is your turn.
Well, Mercy, maybe you should have told me about the countdown.
Matteo, you are in fact down on the second floor at the moment. Though you probably would not have heard the clanging, you will be hearing in about 2 turns people running by your room. Like sprinting.
Where am I at?
We talked about it before.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
Okay, you're not supposed to say. Is that what that means?
Yes.
Like
I just sent you a text to clarify.
I would say I know what I'm doing. I'm just like curious as to where.
Any of them.
Oh, okay.
You just get to tell me when you are replacing. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Any of them.
Okay.
Damn
it! I wanted to have like a whole like thing where I'm undercover.
Just to clarify, charging is double movement speed.
Charging is in fact double movement speed. Yes, straight line,
Cool.
no, not through any kind of difficult terrain or anything. But yeah,
Well, that counts as straight.
I had a whole persona for my undercover character. I'm not gonna fucking use it.
It's fine. Because, I'm going to summon that sword, charge the fuck out of this guy, and teach him why I am still... or
Show them the meaning of go fuck yourself.
teach them the meaning of fear. That's with a +2 as well, because...
Yep, from charge.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, that's fucking contact. And in this case, you would immediately impale him on the broken oath. Feel free to expound on that if you would like.
As I kick down the cell door and summon the armor, as I'm sprinting towards him, the blade unsheathes into a flash of light and screaming as the lucents coalesce, and I'm, just as soon as the door hits the ground, am on top of him, cutting him in half. His armor, worthless.
You very quickly dispatch the first swordsman. The second one is still fumbling for his weapon, unprepared. It takes him his entire turn just to get the weapon out of its sheath before attempting to back away.
Is this door currently shut? Oh.
It is open.
Aw. Can we just say it was shut? Please.
It was opened because the guys left through it.
Yeah, flavor purposes.
Okay, sure, it's shut.
Okay,
Why not?
cool. Cool. Because I'm gonna charge that guy.
Why wouldn't they close the door behind them?
I don't know. They left in a hurry. Sure, they slammed it shut on they were leaving.
It makes more sense for it to be closed. I don't know why that was a weird thing for you.
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know. It's fine.
He's going to leave. He's fumbling. He used his whole turn. I'm going to charge him.
That's crazy.
Well,
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
That's lethal.
This guy, I'm going to spear him straight through the chest, all the way through the door. And hopefully break the door off its fucking hinges in the meantime.
You slam him into the metal door. Your sword does not pierce the metal door.
That's fine.
But you do send it slamming open and send his body out onto the stone tile where two kobolds are currently standing.
That works for me.
Minding their own fucking business, I hope.
They are very, very surprised as you eviscerate this guy on the door. However, unlike him, the next guy was ready for it as he comes around the corner and runs at you.
So be it. Nah.
Yeah, no. He rushes you down with a cutlass, which you are able to expertly deflect.
Oh, actually, hang on. I need to put my...
Hold
I
on
need
a
to put
second.
my
Wait
Aegis
a
on.
second. Wait
I
a
didn't put my Aegis on. Hold on.
Okay. I was like, I feel like you should have by now.
Yeah.
I
I did it at the beginning. I did not put it on. Like, I did not equip it on the sheet.
say I don't think your AC is 12.
No. 17.
Cool. You are able to expertly deflect it, leaving you point blank with a swordsman.
I'm going to deftly slash at him. If it kills him, so be it, but honestly, I just want to get past him.
Alright, go for it. That's lethal.
Cool. I'm not worried about kobolds. I'm going to run past and try and figure out, like, follow where he came from.
Yeah.
I can't move past this.
You, oh, the wall must be messed up. You would, head out, along the way that they went.
Since I have my swift action just real quick, I'm going to summon the the echoing mandate.
you summon the Echoing Mandate. You would have to go down quite a few stairs. You could actually hear them clamoring down, and as they are running down the stairs, you would hear more and more shouting beneath you as people seem to be beginning to be alerted. The rest of you, wherever you may be, would now be aware that something is going on.
Great. Could you quickly answer my questions in DMs? I just want to make sure.
Sorry, I didn't notice.
It's all right.
Fairly solid.
That
Late.
doesn't give.
I don't know how to answer your first question.
Maybe the third will put it out. 1 second.
Maybe the third will put out.
Reasonably size given 2 days. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oopsie, I accidentally started combat.
How does that sound?
I meant more because I might need that to get some people in,
I should have pulled the card.
which would have been the plan.
I see.
Zeke, I guess I just have a couple general questions for you. Being that I can pop up at any point, is there going to be a lot of encounters with what I am right now?
They are all over the facility.
Okay, I just didn't know, like, if I'm trying to plan for the most opportune moment, or like...
At this point, they're flooding around. They are running all over the place. You can conveniently come out of crowd. If you can imagine a servant being in the room, you can.
But I mean, there has to be one of them on the map, and for me to say like that's where I am, I'm coming out like right there, or I can just tell you like I want to pop up like right
in this
here.
situation, like right now, you could just come out wherever.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I don't have to see one of the
No.
like symbols to tell you. Okay, I got it. Cool.
If there is one on the table, you are welcome to say it as you.
Right.
If not, then go ahead.
No problem. Okay, so what's happening right now?
Well,
Yeah, sorry,
I'm chasing after them.
I was answering Carter's many questions.
The tome of many asks.
Oh shit! Now I don't know what to do. Fuck! I was hoping.
Guess we're starting early.
All right.
Yes.
I've always been an impatient one.
Matteo, I'm going to assume that you have a way out of your room because you're a pretty smart guy. So your new entrance plan is whenever the hell you want it to be.
Understood.
We both get to just pop up whenever. I like that.
You've been here for 3 days. You can have a way out of the goddamn room.
I started carving the escape tunnel day -1.
Before they even knew I was captured.
Luckily for you, you have a stack of fuck this door.
I have a scroll of be anywhere. I have a
Here's a
scroll of
spray
slasher
bottle.
villain teleport.
I have a
Fucking
skull of
door be
instant
gone.
fuck off.
All right, and with that, I'm going to place a new tile down. Welcome to floor number 2, guys.
I just had the image of like someone opens a door, goes in the room, closes the door, and I'm behind the door they just opened. Like not there, but then they open and close the door, and then I'm there. Okay. Moving swiftly on.
Does this facility have an alarm?
Yes, but not like a very good one. There are bells and horns.
What about a not speaker system, but you get what I mean.
No, they do not have bullhorn.
Okay. Fuck.
Hello.
Okay.
I said K. I said K.
Fuck. Gay.
Guy.
God damn.
All right.
It's very
As you
interesting that they put
finally
the-
reach the bottom of the stairs, Moravaint, you would see there are a pair of swordsmen attempting to slow you down. These guys seem even less experienced than the ones at the jail cell.
Okay, how far away is the general from him?
The general has been running for 4 turns.
Oh, he's
not-
been running? Oh, I thought he was just, like, on a...
Yeah, you made it sound
pace.
like he was casually walking. Like
I mean,
he
not
didn't
he's
care.
not sprinting. He is moving at his move speed away.
Okay, that was... Okay. That sucks.
He is fleeing the area.
Okay, that was not made apparent. You made it sound like he didn't give a shit that Moravaint was escaping because of confidence or whatever, and he was just, like, casually walking away.
Okay, so moving at your move speed, he's not like strolling. He is like not.
Okay,
sprinting.
you made it seem like he was strolling. Let me put it that way.
He was doing like a power walk. That's what I thought.
No one else did.
Oh, I did. Mm.
Well, I'm sorry it wasn't clear, but no, he is not
I
walking at
assumed he
5
was
feet a turn.
sprinting.
Okay.
Sprinting would be
heard-
5 times movement speed. He is not moving 5 times movement speed. He is moving movement speed.
That's mildly frustrating, but it's...
Okay.
It'll be fine. We'll figure something out. Oh,
Could
God, please.
I make an assumption that he went down this?
Yes, that is the only clear way.
Okay. In that case, as I'm coming down the stairs, I'm gonna do a sick fucking wall run right past him.
I'm gonna need an acrobatics check.
Past the general?
No, these not the general.
Oh.
I don't think we're in actual true initiative anymore, so I'm going to loosen up the rules for a minute. Moravaint, you are doing a sick fucking wall run. You
Sick.
succeed in a sick fucking
How's
wall
this,
run.
All right, and I'm not gonna lie to you. How far was sprinting again?
You can't turn 90 degrees while sprinting.
I'm not gonna lie to
Okay,
you.
so I can make it here.
Yeah, you can make it there. Absolutely, absolutely.
Meow. Meow.
You are getting to this point just in time for you to see that door that's on your side right now opening. It appears that they are waking up now. I take it you are going to continue.
Yeah.
All right. Please continue.
It's not telling me how far that is. Ah, fuck it. You know what? Sprinting is fucking 5 times. It's fine. I can make it to the end. This is interesting.
I just want to go on record. If he just fucking leaves, I do have an alternate plan for the rest of you. Just going on record.
I am chasing this guy.
Yeah,
so.
you are running after him. I would say that this is about the time you'd be catching up with him. You would see him running down the stairs, and as you begin sprinting up behind him, he would accelerate his walking speed slightly. What?
Door of instant Matteo.
Those are the stairs you were saying where they go are not where I planned on them going.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
fine.
your maps are a little turned around.
That's why
They
I
are not
labeled them.
obvious.
There's a labeled version of all these floors.
We're not looking at the labeled versions right now.
You could have.
Mom and Dad
Hello?
are fighting again.
This is why. This is why you need a second monitor reel.
Did anything I said came through?
not a
No.
word.
No.
No,
God.
sir.
Fucking damn! I was trying to do a thing.
I'll roll it back. What? At what point?
Okay, where is the general right now?
The general just ran past your room. Like, it's literally just now in the, like, yeah.
Okay,
it past-
because this is cartoonishly funny, I'm gonna open my door as he runs past, so he runs into it.
Oh, I love that so much.
It's amazing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to move Moravaint back about a turn.
A whole turn? Okay, that's
No, it's
Like,
fine,
the
it's
guy
fine,
has
it's fine.
one movement cycle. If you want him to be at your door, Moravaint is one movement cycle back.
okay.
Which is
okay,
fine.
Got it.
I'm fine with this.
Okay.
All right, let me give a quick little torch here.
Fucking bonk.
That's so good.
I'm so okay. I'm glad I waited till this moment instead of what I wanted to do earlier. Thank you, Zeke, for being undescriptive. That was
Jesus.
meaner than I. That was meaner coming out than I think it was in my head. I'm sorry.
I love this. So
Okay,
much.
are you trying to make this offensive, or is this just fucking goofy?
Just open
I'm-
this fucking
I'm
hard as you
pl-
can.
I'm gonna play it off like like I did it accidentally, but he's totally like heard people running past. It was like, this will be funny. Kronk.
You quickly open the door as you hear the footsteps approaching rapidly, just to be on the other side of the door as the full force of the general slams into it. You would be, I think it's fair to say you'd be knocked back about 5 feet as to not be slammed against by the door. Like not injured in any way. And you would now be staring at a somewhat pissed off general holding a very sleepy looking Violet, while flanked by 2 Mithril guards.
And it's at
Holy
this point.
I heard commotions. Did not mean to do that. Hey, General. You look a bit tired. I'm gonna enact my I had this plan all along. I poisoned his drink. Show them the meaning of slow-acting poison.
You know what? I dig it. As you say this, you can see him stumble slightly, as he is I think the appropriate way to do this is sickened, for the early stages of it. Would you agree?
I'm okay with this.
Alright. He is now sickened, and you can see it on his face as he's looking at you for a moment. And, he is going to, attempt to simply push past you. As if, this is the last move before he... Oh, sorry, 1 second. What? You got it?
I was gonna say, if I get a second, I'll act too.
Your action would be moving around as they are doing this. I'm not doing a full initiative order, but I do think he acts before you.
Yeah.
But
He
he is
rolled higher
attempting
beforehand.
to walk past Matteo. So technically speaking, Matteo could cause some issues here.
Would it not be funny if you did the high school thing where you just go back and forth?
Fucking turnstile him. The fucking rotating door fucking maneuver.
He is attempting to push past you. One of the guards is still following, and one of them is stopping. With that being said, Matteo, are you going to try to stop him, or are you, like, gonna get pushed out of the way?
I'll try to stop him under the guise of like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Pretending not to see the blue glowing man behind me. And why do you have a child, actually? Wait a minute, that's the more pressing concern. Whose child is that?
Trying to stop him. This is about the situation I think we'll be at that exact moment. And with that...
Actually, no. Here's the way I approach that. Slam door. Yay, you look tired. Why do you have a child?
Well, you have a child.
He is still going to attempt to push past you. You're still going to attempt to stop him. That's where we're at.
I'm gonna stop him. A combination of real concern, fake reason.
Fair. I would say it is at this moment that initiative needs to be rolled again. Because this is the moment where turn order matters.
Okay. Understood.
One way or another, you did attempt to stop him. And Moravaint is itching to make his move.
There's 2 Mateos.
What? Why are there 2 me's?
There's 2 Mateos.
I'm
gonna turn my AC up. Give me a
I'm
second.
gonna give you the higher of those 2, but I don't think it matters much.
Is
It
there
literally
any
doesn't
point
matter.
in still keeping Moravaint in the dark right now, or should Matteo like key him in on what's going on?
He's trying to feign some stuff.
All right. But after this point, let's say after this point, is there any more reason?
We're not there yet, so don't worry about it.
I overturned. Sorry.
All right. It is at this point that the guards are going to move. One of whom is going to step about 20 feet towards you to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
He is attempting to bull rush past Matteo in a non-violent way, but Matteo is trying to block him. Okay. Matteo, what is your CMD?
My CMD, it fucking not good, I can imagine. 13.
Cool. So he's going to give this.
That sucks. Okay.
So he is going to simply push you 5 feet and continue moving towards the stairs.
Who did?
The general.
Okay, that's not what it says in the chat. That confused me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
was
using
Yeah, it was just a general CMB check is all I was rolling.
Man, I wish I was a Garden Mithril right now, but that's too crazy.
Why can't that be your?
That wasn't me.
Because I would assume just getting access to Mithril armor.
Yeah, those are specific NPCs. Those are not generics.
Yeah.
This one is staying. These two are going. Though, since he did have to push past you, it does slow him down significantly. He is at this point on the stairs. And with that, we move to Moravaint.
How interesting. Because I'm gonna move 20 feet to here. I can't see him, can I? Wait a minute.
Wait,
Hold on.
Sorry to
No, I
interrupt,
can't.
but so you said we could do stuff that wasn't our plan that would have made sense for the area?
Yes.
Would there be boxes lying around? And would people be moving stuff on the regular with so much stuff happening?
Yeah, probably.
Great. Sadly, my plan is I packed my armor and I'm using the Hat of Disguise to keep myself hidden as a Finn, which I checked up on the Disguise Self spell. It lets me do that. And also, oopsie daisy, General, there's a bunch of really heavy boxes right on the stairs right now. We're moving stuff.
You fucking go, whoops, and then my cabbages!
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm setting this up for you just downstairs. Hold on.
Oh my god!
Alright, they are just downstairs.
I'm blocking the stairway. So sorry, sir.
Sorry, boss. We gotta move these 12 tons of iron rods for the fucking.
Sorry.
Alright, you are
Sorry,
sorry.
We're delivering
Sorry, I have
25 anvils.
We gotta move this comically large pane of glass. Give me 10 minutes.
And for the record, since we are now at the stairs, as soon as we get to that stage, we will go there. But first, Moravaint. Give Moravaint his turn.
God, I
And
love
I can
how
also have
cartoonish this turned out. It's so good.
I can have my gear, right? Just
Yeah.
with the plan. Great.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I didn't think it would hide your equipment. I thought you still had to do that. But if I was wrong about that, then yeah, go ahead.
What weapon is he wielding?
You probably still need to have the other weapon on hand. I imagine the weapon would be very obvious still. And what?
Yeah, I'll have the other one. Yeah.
What weapon is he wielding?
He is wielding a
It was Boogie. Is it safe to assume he has a 10 or a 5-foot range?
He is a 5-foot range.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move 10 feet, so I'm out of range, and I'm going to. Fun fact: shoot the fuck out of him. However, I am going to Ghost Strike with the Empowered Lich Strike. This motherfucker is either dying, moving, or never moving again.
Let's see it.
So, first things first. Bam.
That's contact. It's not death. And then he has to make it. You didn't target him, did you?
I did not.
Would you target him, please?
Yes. Do you want me to roll again or
You
just keep
have to roll it
it?
again, but I'm going to keep the original roll. I just need it to
Okay.
register that you were attacking him. Cool. Remind me what the DC is.
16.
16. Meat beats. Sorry.
Damn.
He is only staggered for a round.
Whoopsies. But the gunshots ring through the halls. Why is Boogie still broken?
Fire a gun. If everyone wasn't on high alert before, they definitely are now. We are going to wrap back around to Matteo's turn now.
To clarify, Moravaint was not even regarding who was in the hallway. He just wants to get to Violet.
Matteo is gonna look down the hallway, see fucking Moravaint.
On a warpath.
Is it safe to assume I can, like, since it's happened, I can infer what Marivin is doing?
I would say you probably would have seen Marivin the past day or two, so I'm going to say you know exactly what he's doing.
Cool. So I can spare a few I could spare a few moments, or a moment at least. Matteo is gonna see Moravaint and give like a fucking oh shit, like overplayed oh shit reaction, and go to. He's gonna be like, holy shit, he escaped, and go to throw a chaos blast and totally accidentally miss and hit the royal guard.
All right, well, before we do anything, we have to have comical time. What does the Chaos Shard do today?
It blows a hole through the wall.
Ah, interesting.
What does that mean?
It now ignores all resistances and weaknesses.
Oh,
let's roll real quick.
That's really good against guy with mithril armor.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Yes, it is.
That is so.
Hold on, let me reset my. Let me reset my spell points because they're fucked up right now. What do I have? I used to have 11. What the fuck? It doesn't matter.
I have 14 apparently.
Oh, what's up? All right, which is the that's the
I forgot that it has a plus 20.
And I would say after the first round went through him, you would see he was injured. After the second round goes through him, he's going down. He's yelling timber.
clang, clang, clang.
As you fire the Chaos Shard, you see them glancing back down at you, Matteo, as if trying to figure out whose side you are on, but without being able to see who you're targeting. They can't see jack shit. They are continuing to move. This guard is now eliminated.
Oh shit, I missed. That's not on me. That's not on me.
All right, we are going to move down to the next floor, and we are going to. Matteo will reach it in 1 turn. Moravaint will reach it in 2. I'm going to keep our current initiative order.
Moravaint's next turn. Moravaint's next.
It's just me sprinting.
Oh
I
no!
don't know how much of what I said came through.
Moravaint's next
Moravaint's
turn.
next turn.
That's hilarious. You know that fucking video of the guy like running down a hallway and a fucking jaguar rounds the corner after him?
Yeah.
No.
That's Moravaint right now. Moravaint is the jaguar.
All right, now Marivin, you are not currently in our initiative, but at any point you can just tell me when you're ready to interrupt, and you will be at that point in initiative.
Yeah. Also, oh my god, I'm so sorry, boss. It's my 15 boxes.
My 15
They're all
boxes
in
of
the way.
cabbages.
My cabbages. I'm sorry. All
All
these books going to the library.
As you are standing down and moving all these boxes, Marivin, you are currently being helped by 4 small kobolds and 3 swordsmen.
Oh
Gotta get these
no.
boxes moved upstairs.
Jesus Christ, that's so many boxes.
I cannot wait to see what this looks like.
It doesn't look crazy, but it's a lot more than I thought there would be.
You would see the swordsman get pushed to the side as the general and his 1 guard come down to the bottom, and you can just hear how angry he is as he hands Violet to his guard and begins trying to clear his way through.
Hey,
Just to clarify,
just-
Quasar is black screened.
Yep,
and
there we go.
Yup.
Boogie is broken. I hate you, Boogie.
This place is a fortress, right?
Yes.
So, how many exits are there from the top levels?
Only 1.
And is this the exit?
Yes.
Oh, you know, that really sucks. Oh my god, my flammable material! Fireball.
Oh no, my flammable material! Fire.
Well, what an interesting decision you've made.
Uh-oh! All my boxes, they're on fire, and now they're blocking the only exit!
Just to be clear, you are throwing a fireball into all of the boxes that are in this green area. I just want to be clear. Cool. This area is
actually,
green.
just in case, could it have been a chain firebolt? One targeting the boxes and the others targeting the swordsman?
Well, considering you're activating it now, I'm gonna go with yes.
Great.
God damn it, my boxes were filled with gasoline!
Oh no, our gunpowder supply!
Great. What's a box's AC?
It's 10.
It's
That's lovely. Why did that roll so many? What?
I
Why did that
don't
roll
know,
so
but
many?
I'm gonna go with it. The first one hits the box, the second one hits the fin, the third one hits another fin. You said you were hitting the swordsman, right?
Yes.
As you send this through, the kobolds begin to panic, running in every which direction. The moment that this happens, you could hear the general just barking orders left and right, asking for people to come and assist them. It was at this moment that from just out of your earshot, you would hear a sudden clicking noise. Just your eyesight, sorry, your eye vision, It is at this point, Matteo, you are going to enter the scene.
Oh, that one.
You get there just in time for you to see that this wall appears to have a hidden door that this guard is opening right here. And in case
ain't that so fucking convenient?
hey, in case you're wondering, it takes way longer to make a wall like this than that is. This was built beforehand. That door appears to be opening right now as the general is looking past the flames directly.
Where is the general at in comparison to like those kobolds and the
This
that
is
Marivin?
general right here. This is.
I can't see it. I don't.
Can you not see? Can you see?
He doesn't have
Marivin?
a token. Here.
I can see Marivin.
Okay, so
I
south
can't.
of Marivin down here.
Oh, I needed to scroll out, so my bad. I got you.
Okay, yeah. Yep. That's the general right now.
Real.
Matteo, you come running down the stairs. You still have a standard action, and they are currently by this open door.
Standard action,
Were
shut
we-
the door.
Were we ordered not to kill the general?
You were told that it would make things messy, but you are able to.
Okay. Good to
Who
know.
needs a martyr?
What's that song that goes fucking it's the goofy one.
Oh, that I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
No,
remember what it's
no,
called.
I'm fucking with you. I don't know what the fuck. You're talking.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, the
All
goofy
right.
one. Yeah.
It is at this point that he is going to about to be heading
I
through it.
have-
Matteo, what would you like to?
I have an ability that I want to use.
Go for
This
it.
is one of my lyrics. I'm gonna obviously targeting general. I'm gonna use dissonant clamor, and I'm basically just gonna start shouting at him like, "What the fuck are you doing? Whose child is that?" I'm trying to be very annoying, but also very accusatory about his character, in an effort to make him, if maybe not attack me, but at least like try and tell me off for a bit. So just give enough time for Moravaint to round the corner like the fucking jaguar in the video.
I would just like to clarify. I understand what you're doing, but just to clarify mechanics, what does this ability actually do?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
Enemies affected by this instrumental lyrics have a -1 penalty to concentration checks, saving throws against auditory and sonic effects, and to perception checks dependent on hearing. Additionally, the target suffers a 20% chance whenever they use an ability with a verbal component, including spells or activating a magic item with a command word, for the action to fail, wasting it and any resources spent. This is cumulative with similar sources. The penalties increase by 1 and 5% respectively for every 4 ranks in the package's associated skill. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
that has happened once. There's more.
oh shit. Okay.
When using as a discouraging lyric, which I am, the target becomes livid towards you or an ally both you and the target can see within range. The penalties of this livid condition do not stack with this lyric's penalties. Additionally, they provoke attacks of opportunity if they fail to cast a spell defensively. That's a weird detail. This lyric can be expended as a swift action as part of using an ability with a verbal component, forcing them to succeed at a concentration check or lose the effect. What? Wait a minute, hold on. This lyric can be expended as a swift action as part of using an ability with a verbal component, forcing them to succeed at a concentration check or lose the effect. Okay, when they use a verbal thing, I can force them to make a check or lose it. Got it. If the creature cannot use such an ability, the lyric can instead be expended to force the target to attempt a hostile or otherwise aggressive action towards you or the chosen ally before their next turn, requiring at least a standard action. This could involve attacking, insulting, or calling their allies to them in frustration.
Okay.
Furthermore, no, there's not. That's the end.
What I got out of that was he's livid, he needs concentration checks, verbal components are messed up, and he has to spend at least one action trying to fuck with you.
Yes.
Cool. All
He
right.
pulls out a gun.
So, in order, he is in fact livid. All good. Doesn't change what
I feel like he was livid before this, but
Yeah.
Who are?
but not towards me. Now it's towards me.
Second detail. He has to use at least one action on you. Luckily for you, he was planning on using his standard action on you anyway.
Uh-oh.
That's not luckily. That means I wasted a thing.
Gun.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a coin flip. It was between one of two things, and you've just picked for me.
Fair.
Now, he is going to go into that room. That is his move action. His goal has not changed. However, he does have a verbal component on his next move. So I guess I need to know what can you tell me exactly what the change was for the verbal components?
The lyric can be expended as a swift action as part of using an ability with a verbal component, forcing them to succeed a concentration check or lose the effect.
Okay, cool. So
give me a second to read exactly how the livid condition works.
it's
The target suffers a 20% chance whenever they use an ability with a verbal component for the action to fail.
Oh, cool. That's not what the living condition does. That's part of the ability.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Livid is a -2 to AC and wisdom-based checks against everything except for their target. Except for perception for their target. -4 penalty to dexterity, intelligence, and charisma, except for a specific set.
Okay.
And 2 concentration. It's a whole long thing.
Okay. It
Um,
doesn't force them to chase me, which is unfortunate but fair.
It does not. That is frenzied, I believe, that forces
That's a different thing that I hope to get at some point, because I love this as a character archetype, that I just make people so fucking pissed off at me they have to punch me.
It does specifically give them a morale bonus to all weapon damage rolls targeting.
I noticed! It's so funny!
Now the good news is, this isn't really a damage attack. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. I need to know, so it's a 20% fail chance, is that what we said for
Yes.
the... Perfect. Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll a 1 out of 5.
Oh, it's 25, actually.
Oh, that's easy. Does he roll a 1? He does not roll a 1. In that case, his spell is still going to go off. You would see him, pull out his... I'm sorry, I don't
His
know why.
cock.
I don't know why I didn't already have this ready. I really wasn't expecting him to be in full combat, if I'm honest.
Just to clarify, in the last turn, I would have reloaded and brought my Lucens back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
let me
do that real quick.
check one thing real quick, because if I can expend it on the same turn I set it, I am definitely gonna do that, because it'll make him have to roll a concentration check. Which he has negatives on.
It is turn now. It's not the same turn. Yeah, you can do it.
Cool. I will expend it. He has to make a concentration check, which is 10 plus 5.
Boy,
So
are
15.
you working
DC
now?
15, and he gets a -3 penalty.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah. That's gonna make his thing fail. Pretty much.
I'm so annoying. It fucks up his magic.
I'm gonna just unless he roll. I'm even trying. It doesn't matter. He fails. I was trying to figure out exactly what he would have to roll because it may be a 20, but he fails at 16. It's fine. Cool.
The circus clown who was annoying to the point of being anti-magical.
Sorry, apparently Boogie works for me.
Oh
Fuck.
Now, functionally speaking, he lost the spell, but for flavor purposes, you would see him pull a javelin from his belt, and you see that the javelin has been inscribed with some sort of blue paint. Whenever he goes to...
Continue. I'm listening.
He goes to launch it, and as it does, you would see it begin to spray water from the back as if it was some kind of water-based jet. Unfortunately for him, in his distraction, he threw it with his off hand, and it goes spiraling up the staircase instead of at you.
like a bottle rocket, just.
It does eventually hit the stone, and you do see as the tip buries itself in stone.
Fucking. This is great. Also, thank you, Moravaint, for posting that music.
He would begin to walk into this room, and as he does, you would hear him bark at the swordsman to cover their escape. And on that note, the door's gonna shut.
Where am I on
Sorry.
initiative?
You are, well, right now, I suppose. I was waiting on you to interrupt me, because you were technically outside of initiative, and you were waiting on me.
Is it an action to open a door? Or can you just fucking stomp one? Like,
You can
right
barge through a door in most cases.
Okay. Please tell me that's within... Okay, that should be fine. I think. Hold. I'm very slow walking. But am I too slow? How have I forgotten where my fucking movement speed is?
I think yours is 20, isn't it?
Am I fucking blind? Am I going insane here?
What are you looking for?
Movement speed.
Your movement speed is 30 right now because you're not slowed down. Oh wait, no, you have your armor on. It's 20. It's 20. It's on your summary
No.
page under speed to the right of hit points.
Great. Yeah, I can charge an attack, right?
Say that again.
If I can like charge and ready an attack, right? Technically, or do I?
No, charging.
to
You
have
have
a
to make the
target?
attack as a part of the charge. You could ready a charge technically, but you can't charge and then.
Well,
ready.
the problem is I want to move an extended distance through this door and see what it is, but I want to have an attack with it. I assume that's
Yeah,
not
you would not be
possible.
able to do that.
Great. I'll just fucking run through the door then.
You're in the carriage house.
And if I just saw them walk through a secret door, I assume they're coming through there. I still am in Fingar, so I'm just gonna pretend like I'm the Hat of Disguise. Can I just like take it off, put it back on again, and then it's a different person? Kind of, like features-wise?
Kinda. Yeah.
Great. I'm a different Finn. I'm just watching standing here. And we'll see what happens.
Go with yes on that. I think that might be a balancing issue, and I'll have to look at it later. Go with yes for now.
Okay. I'm a different
You just have a second hat.
You use your hat to turn into a different Finn.
I like the idea that his disguise is just a hat. It's still brick shithouse, full plate armor Moravaint, but he's wearing like a top hat, and he just switches it to a fedora.
No, leather armor Finn boy.
I believe that this is about the time where Moravaint would be coming down. So Moravaint, I'm gonna push Matteo down 5 so that I can put you on the board.
Before Moravaint kicks me in the head as he comes down.
Moravaint, you come spinning around this corner. That traitor is right in front of you, and there's a swordsman at the bottom of the stairs, terrified. Also, you see
saw
fire
me
in the
blast
hallway.
the guard, for the record.
I was joking.
Moravaint?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also didn't know you betrayed him.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Then it doesn't matter.
I just know
see,
that you and I were not on good terms. You left.
You
also
also see
saved
that
your
massive
life, though.
patch of fire.
Believe it or not, wasn't me.
Also,
I'm gonna aim the gun at the
huge
swordsman and
fire.
say, "Where did they go?"
The swordsman would put his hands up. And he would speak very, very quickly and go, they went out to the door. And
This
he'd look
was
at
a secret
the
door, correct?
bookshelf that is now known to be a secret door.
Okay. In that case, if he put his hands up, I'm going to rush past him and go attempt to open the door.
You go and you wrench the door open. And just on the... Sorry, I hadn't done it yet. Just on the other side of the door, you would see two things. You would see a second door going outside that is now open. And you would also see that a section of the floorboards have been broken.
Can I move in here too? Because I was moving and then...
Does that mean there's a trap?
No, it means they destroyed the floorboards to make it harder to chase them.
I'm gonna repeat my question. Am I able to move in here too?
Yeah, sure, you can barely go in there.
Okay, why not? No, I can't.
No, you can't. The swordsman is still technically in the way.
I am pushing him out of the way.
You push him out of the way. I'd say that's reasonable. However, pushing through someone is a standard action.
Yeah.
Just to go on record. You enter the room. I would say, upon reaching the broken floorboards, while it is difficult terrain, you notice something slightly more concerning. Under this room appears to be a tunnel.
Interesting.
I mean, for the
And
record,
to clarify,
you are-
did I see him run out here?
No, you just see open doors and a tunnel under the floorboards.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to jump over here.
You jump over to the door. It's quite easy. Now you're gonna make you roll an acrobatics check.
Wait,
Cool.
where's the tunnel?
It's in the small secret room that you cannot currently see.
I mean,
I don't have a. I
is
don't
this
have
the tunnel. Okay, sorry, I was trying to
Okay.
make the question more clear.
I will. The tunnel is in here.
Cool.
Is
got it.
he?
Thank-
Is he outside? Can I see him anywhere
You
outside?
do not see him outside.
Then I'm jumping in the tunnel.
You jump into the deep, dark tunnel. As you jump into the deep, dark tunnel, you would land in water. As in, like, plunge into what feels like a river.
Do I know the general's name, or do I just know general?
You only know him as the general.
In that case, I'm going to call out for Violet and see if she responds.
You call out for Violet. It echoes all through the hallway. You get no response. Upon closer inspection, though, you would recognize this is an aqueduct, an underground aqueduct.
All right. In that case, I'm like 90% sure. I get a thing that I can, from my race, that I can turn an item into a torch of some sort. Like I can give it light. I just don't know
Yeah,
exactly
you
where
have
that's at.
a glowing thing, I think. Yeah, for your Archon.
Yeah, I just don't remember where that's at.
I don't remember where it's at.
Okay. But point is, I know it's like 20 feet regular light, or 20 feet bright, and then the rest dim, or something like that.
That
point
is
is-
less effective in the water, but yes,
But it doesn't go out in the water.
correct.
And I'm just going to... Would I be able to put that on my sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of exiting initiative here
Yeah.
a little bit for you to do that. But you are now swimming through the tunnel with a light. I believe that's the theme. All right. Cool.
And I'm going to go where the water is flowing. Like I'm going to go towards with the flow downriver.
There are now kobolds running in every direction while he swims. Marivin, you and Matteo are now inside this building. You hear alarms. You hear massive amounts of footsteps outside. What are you two going to do?
Question.
Yes.
I've been around. Has there been any talk of Violet being here?
Pretty much none at all.
Nothing by like lower
I mean,
grunts?
there's a prisoner that's in the dungeon, but that's it.
Okay. I have a funny idea. Could I know you said you wanted to look into it later for balancing issues, but are we under the assumption that this can change my appearance on the fly? The hat of disguise.
I'm looking it up right now. It... I'm going to say, for now, yes. If you take it off and put it back on, Oh, actually, I found it. You actually have to have something owned by the person, like a piece of the creature you are mimicking. So you would have to have, like, collected hair. But, sure. You're actually mimicking people.
So, how are we running it? Going with the, I would need a piece of a person?
I'm saying, I'm gonna go with, you've been here for several days, you could have gone through people's hairbrushes. You can take the form of different fins.
What about the general?
Probably not.
Shit.
Could I have
somehow-
gotten him some being so being close.
Ooh.
To the
Yes.
general.
Yes, this could be this was the plan all along.
I've already
Great.
used mine when I poisoned him though.
And Karter already did his for the
But also, you did say that if it was something that we could access in the facility, we could do it. Like getting
the
a
general's
statement.
room
I know
is
this
kept
isn't a
pretty well
statement.
locked.
Mhm.
It is very well guarded in the facility. You did not see it. It is the most well guarded room in this facility. So I'm gonna say you probably could not have gotten any piece of the general.
Great. Could I get some other high-ranking Finn? Not
Sure.
the general, but
Sure,
someone
one of
with
the
some
captains.
authority.
Sure, absolutely.
Great. Change into a captain or some shit. Barge out these doors, because by now I probably know that they ain't coming through those. Barge out these doors and fucking point at those two Finns. Someone's getting away with a prisoner. Get them now.
Where? They grab their weapons and start running over. Where?
They're disguised as the general. Stop him. And I would
They
like
start-
to make an intimidation check. Just in case.
Yeah. Let's see that intimidation check.
I'm going. While this is happening, I'm gonna move my way to the tunnel room.
You move your way to the tunnel room. That's absolutely fair. You yell this out, and they start shouting it out to the other Finns, and they all start searching around. Matteo, you walk over, and you would see the gently moving water in the aqueduct. It's definitely not a heavy.
Is this opened?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shout, "They're in the waters!" And I'm gonna fucking.
Waters.
Great. In conjunction, could I also just one final order as captain?
Yep, you're yelling out, yeah.
Yeah, great. If you see the general, it isn't the general. Stop him immediately. Take him out.
So, you yell this out. They're going to all start moving rapidly. You would see that some of them have issue with the orders necessarily, but they do begin following your commands. They seem to pass you by as most of the captains. You're able to keep your head down and not get spotted as a clone of the captain, because there is another captain running around.
Great.
You begin doing so. Matteo, you are looking down into the tunnel. Are you wanting to get into the tunnel, or are you wanting to... How are you going to play this?
I don't know this. I wish I knew if Moravaint was faster than the general.
You're asking if you think if Moravaint is a stronger swimmer than the...
I'm saying I wish I knew that, because there's no way I do.
Okay.
I'm thinking about what I want to do. Because I know I'm not.
I do think it is safe to say that Moravaint is not a strong swimmer. I believe that should be well known in your party. And the general's a pirate captain, so...
Oh, wait! I'm an idiot. Well, no, he wouldn't know that. I was gonna ask the fucking Finn where the aqueducts go, but that's... He wouldn't know that. Actually, wait. Can I tell based on the flow of water where the aqueducts is going?
Yeah, it's heading towards the coastline.
That makes sense. I'm gonna go and pat Marivin on the shoulder and say, "This way." I'm gonna be like, "They're in the fucking water ducts. We gotta go to the coast now."
Got it.
You begin booking it towards the coast.
Oh wait, he's poisoned. He might be a weaker swimmer right now.
Oh yeah, did we forget about that?
I did not forget about that, if you're wondering.
Okay.
I'm not giving any information on the topic, but I did not forget about it. You begin heading towards the coast. There are crowds of soldiers now. You see easily hundreds of Finns that have been roused from their sleep and are now on high alert. You now can see exactly why your allies did not want to assault the facility. It's like kicking a hornet's nest. However, a Finn escorting Matteo is nothing new, and they stay out of your way.
Cool. We can get into the coast.
How many captains are there?
You soon.
What did you say, Zeke?
There are probably a dozen captains in the facility.
Okay, good.
There are a lot.
Just making sure.
I was saying, Midas, don't worry about it. If you don't come in here, I have something for you. But with that, you guys begin heading to the coastline towards the massive, imposing ship in the harbor.
Alrighty.
Moravaint, are you able to swim? Hey, Moravaint.
Is he here?
He's muted right
Oh.
now. Where did he go?
In this. I forgot about
Oh
that.
god, he's drowning.
Also,
if he's not trying to pursue, he can take 10 and survive. Like, it won't be dangerous for him, but he would have to make rolls to try to catch.
I would like to note, Matteo, there's no way we could have went in that tunnel if it requires only swimming. I have a -11 to swim.
Yeah.
I will die.
You have a -11 to swim?
Yes.
How wide's the tunnel?
Jesus.
What'd you say?
It's my
How wide's
armor.
the tunnel?
Pretty wide. It's an aqueduct meant to run a military camp.
Yeah, so theoretically speaking, instead of flying, I could probably transform into a bird, fly up above the water, and just glide. Or fly.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Cool.
could.
Then that's what I'm doing.
How fast do you move like that?
30 feet. Same as my movement speed, or my land speed.
Interesting. Okay. Then yes, you can absolutely do that. As you are flying above the water, I don't think you'll have your glowing sword in hand, though, so you won't be able to see well.
No. But I know
you
which
are able-
direction it's going.
Pretty easily, yeah. You would begin flying along the water. I will say that as you are flying along the water, at no point do you overtake the general. Or at the very least, if you overtake him, he's invisible.
Or underwater.
It's shallow enough that you could probably see
Mhm.
if you flew right over him. You do not see any signs, but you would eventually break the aqueduct, go out in, and you would find yourself flying past the docks all the way at the coastline. You would also get your first view of the giant, imposing ship. If anything ever fit the term dreadnought, it's this. The ship is a marvel of modern engineering. You would see that if you thought the base was on high alert, this ship is something else. You would see that there are multiple opened windows with flaming arrows poking through from crossbowmen. There are massive siege batteries at the top. And the ship is not a sailboat. You would notice large arcane machines on the back of the ship.
Jesus.
And no sight of the general.
Can I ask an off-topic question?
You may.
How does chaos magic interact with arcane magic?
The same way that arcane magic works with divine magic.
Which
Not
is?
compatible, but
Which-
not like incompatible. They're separate entities.
Okay.
No,
Chaotic and divine,
no
however.
cross contamination.
Cool. Okay.
Chaos is a form of divine.
Okay. Fair enough.
having said that you now see this ship, Moravaint, are you going to try to do anything about it, or is that finally too much?
Do I have any sight of the general?
No. You are just flying around a massive warship.
Jesus. I suppose I'm just gonna fly around for a second and see if I can spot him.
You fly around.
Try and keep out of direct line of fire.
How big are you?
I'm a medium creature.
You are a medium-sized bird. Have you used that ability on this continent at all?
No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
I don't think you have either. So they definitely don't know it's you. In that case, I would say you'd see them all, like, aiming at you, but you wouldn't see the first arrow fly. They're just prepared. As if waiting for an offensive move. I would say, you don't see any sign of the general. However, after recent events and knowing that he has some aquatic magic, you imagine he could go pretty deep in the water.
Yeah.
But Violet might not be able to.
In that case, if they're not firing at me, I don't want to say get a bird's eye view, but I mean, I'm definitely going to keep flying around and keeping an eye out. If I can.
The upper decks are even more heavily armed than the sides. You would see massive cannons, you would see ballista. There's even a couple of what you can only assume are artillery by the way that they are massive cannons angled upwards.
Jesus.
I will say this. They are not modern. They are definitely arcane in origin. This is not gunpowder cannons. This is arcane cannons.
Okay.
But the massive ship appears to be waiting. Though after a very short time, you would begin to see it slowly lurch away from the dock. And at about this time, that Marivin and Matteo are about to reach the docks. You would have to get through the gates, but with the captain's barking orders, that's not too difficult. In the distance, you could even see the fleet of very, very small scout ships that had been tasked with extracting you. They are currently docked at the side of the docks, undercover, waiting. As the massive ship, you come around just in time to see it begin to turn away from the docks.
Repeat that. I'm so sorry that my brain fizzled out after.
You're fine. You guys exit the facility with Karter barking orders. Not too difficult. As you were approaching the dock, you would see the massive ship slowly beginning to turn away from the dock, as if it had just been set to sea. And you would see the small fleet of scout ships that are actually Jasper's men undercover, waiting to extract you.
So we weren't able to get on the ship.
The massive ship, no, it's still by the docks, but it doesn't have like a gangway onto it anymore.
Fuck.
Would this dreadnought have other ships with it, logically? Like, would they not just send this out alone?
Not at the... Okay, I want to be clear. Are there other ships on the dock? Absolutely. Are there other warships on the dock? Absolutely. Are any of them currently moving other than the dreadnought? No.
But if one were to mobilize, especially in a very chaotic situation, most people would be like, oh, it makes sense if there's some small ships going with them, right?
Probably. That is a reasonable assessment. I will not say it's accurate, but I will say it's a reasonable assessment.
Great. We could hop on those two ships, and I'm sure Moravaint could figure out that it might be smart to get on as well, because I think he's going to be followed. Well, we don't know that technically, but logically.
I don't think we have another choice.
Yeah.
All right. So you're hopping on the ship and following.
Yeah, hop on whatever extraction ships there are and just make it seem like an escort. Or like I don't know, an armada or some shit.
Okay, you attempt to hop on your ships and follow their ship. Okay.
They're Finns, they know what they're doing.
I was waiting on anyone to say it to him or for him to say it was happening himself, because that was something he was allowed to do. But I would say by now, Moravaint has probably been informed of the plan. If you are currently flying over the harbor.
That makes sense, yeah. And that was probably a good time for Mercy to speak up.
Yeah, probably. I think it might have actually happened in the aqueduct.
Probably.
If we're being honest. I have plans.
I have plans too.
What?
Nothing.
I got plans for that. The fact that they stayed undercover this entire time actually gives me an opportunity to give you guys something else.
On the ship.
Midas is about to have a solo op. All right, you get on the boats and begin following, waiting on an opportunity. I would say now is actually a good time for us to swap perspective. In the local chaos, Midas, this was the plan all along. You were never supposed to help or interfere with any of that. You had a secondary objective. You see, while all of them got so distracted going for the prisoner, you remembered the second objective of your mission. Intel gathering. Now that this entire facility has been turned on its head and they are looking everywhere other than the main administrative building, you have the opportunity to poke around the main administrative building.
Let's go.
And with that, you are now going to become their front desk clerk.
All right.
Congratulations. You are currently here. Behind you is a curtain. North of you, that is a curtain wall. I think I will not use it in the future. I'm not a huge fan of how it functions in Foundry. It's not your fault. We're trying something new. Just to be clear, this... Do you not have dark vision?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Do quasi just have dark vision?
It's dark. Some parts are dark, some parts aren't.
Yeah, no, I see that, but I thought that your race could see in the
my
dark.
character. I got you. I don't know if I was told about that, but I wouldn't mind it. I'll take it.
No, they don't. Luckily for you, you're allowed to have a torch. Give me a moment. You now have a torch. Give me a moment to link it. Nope. Give me a moment to link it to you, please. Fuck. Can you move?
I don't think I moved again, just the once.
Okay, there we go. It glitched out for me because we both tried moving you at the same time. Give me a moment. I got to link this. And now, I believe, if I move you, you'll have a torch. Yes, you have a torch now. Congratulations. You are now able to see things that are close to you in the dark. Now, this entire facility is currently being swarmed, but you are able to move around with some degree of impunity. You do have a limited time for that. So I'm going to make you run this by turns, right? As in, like, the amount of movement you do at a time.
Heading straight for the commander's quarters.
All right, the commander's quarters. Okay. You're able to move extremely quickly. Let me pull up a actual counter on my phone. So that I have the ability to, Perfect. I'd say... Alright. You're heading directly for the commander's quarters, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, perfect. You're going to go around this way. You're going to go up this way. You're going to go down this way, leaping your way over the fire that they're currently putting out.
There's a
and,
fire there?
Yes, that big red square.
When did that happen?
Moravaint's or not Moravaint. Maravin's a dick.
Marivin is hilarious, actually.
No one put that out. Their place is still burning.
All right, Midas hits the ground running. Runs all the way up here. You are able to run all the way here. Now, at this point, you turn that corner, and there are a couple swordsmen still standing guard at the entrance of the general's room. As you come running through the room, how would you like to get through this? I'm sorry. I didn't activate the new scene. Here you go.
About to say, I was like, I'm confused.
Here you go.
Okay, you said they're guarding the room?
Yes, they are currently standing guard over the general's quarters.
How do I want to get through this? Indeed. Fuck it, we'll just say I use my one ability thingy. Let's just go ahead and say that. Huh?
The plan all along.
Yeah. Let's see. Had it planned out all along.
You can do that. You can just tell me how you're going to try to convince him. We can do a check. You can try to fight him. You got all these options.
I do have the bluff thingy, right?
Yeah, you have bluff.
All right. Yeah, I'll try and tell them. So they've just been here the entire time. They haven't moved from this position.
Some guards have been here the entire time. You don't know if it's the same guards. You don't know what their shift changes and all that. But yeah, guards stand guard over this room 24/7.
Okay. I'll try and convince them that the general that needs them needs every able-bodied man right now, because he's getting surrounded.
Okay, you tell them that the general is being surrounded. They need every able-bodied man. Give me a bluff check.
Bluff check. Blind?
No, you can do it public. It's fine.
Public.
For this, actually, I think you're going to succeed. These
two
shit. Guards, yeah, these guys are dumb, and that's a pretty good reason. The two guards immediately begin rushing out through the library, leaving you alone with a locked door.
All right, me and a locked door.
It's not going to be locked for long.
Do I need to pass a specific check, disable device, or what?
Yeah, you need to make a disable device check. You do have the +2 from your tools.
Do I need to count that in, or?
You can just roll it now. I'll factor it in.
Okay.
Yeah, you easily pick the lock on this door.
Got it.
And you are allowed into his room. It takes but a moment for you to turn the fucking lights on. You enter his room. You would see a locked chest along the north wall as well as the western wall.
Locked chest at the north and western wall?
Yep.
Okay. Can I use perception to see if there's any other, like, secret door or hidden passageway in this room?
Absolutely. I would say it's going to take you a full turn moving around the room and looking around, but absolutely. Give me a perception check.
I'll use it. I think I got it.
You actually do find something, though it is not a passageway. You actually find in his armoire on the right side, you would find a secret shelf behind a false backing of it.
Over here?
Behind it is a locked wall safe.
Let's go to pick it.
Easy. Give me a disable device check. You managed to get through it. Inside of this case, you would find 3 books. I'm sorry, that's a lie. You find 2 books and a stack of letters.
All of it. Take all of it.
I figured you would. All right, you have taken the writings. You still have 2 more chests.
All right, we'll go to the nearest, closest one.
You go to the closest one. Give me another disable device check.
Yep.
You get into it. Inside this chest, you find quite a bit of wealth, actually. You would find a total of... Alright, you ready to put these down?
Yep.
You would find 1,000 copper pieces. Put it in the weighted currency, just to be clear. The one that has weight.
I have to put 1,000 copper pieces. Golly.
Yep.
All right, you tell me the amount that I find, and I'll tell you what I'm actually taking.
Okay. There are 1,000 copper pieces.
1,000 copper.
There are 180 silver pieces. There is 129 gold pieces.
Uh-huh.
And there is a bag of assorted gemstones.
Gosh, darn it! I don't even know if it's. I'm not taking the copper or the silver. I just give me the bag of gemstones. Fuck the gold too.
Bag of gemstones. You don't care for 130 gold?
I would take it all if you could.
I don't know how
just
much
wanna-
weight. I don't know how much it's gonna weigh. To be fair,
It's gonna
I love this
fuck
wonderful
me up. I
interpretation of
guarantee.
the end of that one Fallout New Vegas DLC.
Oh yeah, fucking dead money.
Oh, okay. You know what? The gold isn't gonna fuck me up too much. So
I would like to note, just testing here, 1,000 copper actually does not add too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
really?
You're out of
Weight-wise,
time.
volume-wise, it's a problem.
It adds like 20 pounds carry weight.
Oh yeah, his light load is 28 pounds. Card.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I think
Oh,
I
that's
will
rough,
just
buddy.
take the gold and the gemstones. No silver, no
Cool.
copper.
Okay. Just mark down that you have a bag of gemstones. I'll tell you what it's worth later.
That's
In
rough.
the other chest, you're gonna open that one as well.
Yes. Sorry, I was trying to write down in my inventory like the thing, the gold pieces. All right.
Totally.
Other chest. Go into the other chest.
The other chest appears to be basic ass shit. He has multiple bags. Of
I didn't
chalk.
even need to disable device it, huh?
Oh no, this one's not even locked. It has a lock. It is not locked.
Okay.
Inside, you would find a single small potion of a light, like a cloudy white color.
Take it.
Done. You would find a black.
No, I
oil-
mean drink it immediately.
Oh,
I'm kidding. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
you find a white cloudy potion and a
Uh-huh.
black oily liquid, both in bottles.
Take both.
You find bags of writing chalk. You find a wig. You
Take the
find
wig.
a collection of tools. You would find a very large bag of what appears to be tobacco. And you would find a set of clothes.
Okay, how much is this all gonna weigh?
A lot.
A lot.
The wig costs. The wig weighs nothing. You can have the wig.
Okay, I want the wig. I want the potions.
I'm gonna level with you. Most of these things are super cheap. We're talking pounds of weight for silver points worth of worth.
Okay, it's not some of this like it's a cool item in disguise bullshit, like right?
I mean, you never know. This could
Okay,
be. Really,
I'm
really
taking
tricky
the
and
wig.
bad.
I'm taking the potions.
yourself, Zeke.
Fuck everything else.
I have a loot randomizer, guys.
I'm taking
It
the wig. I'm
wasn't
taking the
an unlock.
potions. Fuck everything else.
All right, you take the wig. You take the potions. You're fucking the rest. Heard.
Yep.
Why the wig?
I want the wig. As a
I'll
matter of fact,
be honest, I just love the idea of him stealing the general's wig. I'm sorry, it brings me joy.
Is it like a powdered wig?
It isn't. That's exactly what it is. All right, you grab these items, and you are free again. Now, you do know that the longer you stay, the more this alert is going to go up. You know that there is a library, you know there is an alchemist shop, you know that there is a kitchen.
Going to the alchemist shop.
Going to the alchemist shop. It's just up the fucking hall. You go up the hall, and you go in. You find large pouches of unidentifiable ground alchemical ingredients, and I'm going to say you would see 10 bottles finished on the shelf, none of which are labeled.
They look different though, or they all look the same?
They're different. They're just assorted bottles.
My perception or anything wouldn't help with that. I'd need to use like a knowledge of some sort.
You would need either you need craft alchemy, just straight up.
Oh, that's what I need is craft alchemy.
Yeah, in order to identify the potions.
Any of them. Okay, but they are different. You said they're not all the same.
They appear different.
So if I wanted to take like, you said there's 10 of them.
Yep.
How much do each of them weigh? Like how could I like?
Nothing. Practically. Nothing.
So I can take all of them?
Yep. Take 10 potions.
Yeah, I want all 10.
10 unidentified potions. I would say that this is about the point where the inner guards are going to start getting ramped up, and you would hear a new set of captains shouting orders. You are getting towards the more dangerous portion of this mission.
Okay, I'm hearing shouting. Once I hear the shouting, I'm done like doing my looting. I'm just gonna go ahead and head out and like look for, I guess, kind of like look for the guards to see what they want me to do. Like ask what they want me to do. Like, where do you want me to go?
They're shouting for you to help get the fires put out. And
all right, head towards the fire.
You head towards the fire. I assume you're going to try to make your way towards your extraction point, which is separate.
Yeah.
You make your way towards your extraction point. It takes you a little bit, but between your ability to glide and the fact that you can move around this tower, you can jump off the top of the tower and glide to safety. You are very, very easily able to get away. You would glide into the forest, where you would find several of Matteo's caravan members waiting to extract you. And by that I mean there's just carriages and horses waiting.
Okay.
A good ways away from the facility.
You hear circus music faintly in the distance.
You are able to get away clean.
Do we have this mission? Is it going to go on longer, or like have I just wasted that one ability that I had to change something in the past at this point, or is the mission going to continue going?
It has been kind of wasted. You are now in extraction.
All right.
But you did get the majority of the loot.
Right.
You begin heading out with the caravan members, and I'm going to turn back to the boats. Now, you all did hop on these very, very fast boats and begin following alongside the ship as if you
I will say, my thing, I guess, could I have, like, rigged an explosive to go off somewhere? Like the alchemy place?
Yeah!
Yeah, that's what I want to have,
all right,
done.
you're gonna blow
As
up
I'm
your alchemy
escaping...
room.
Yeah, as I'm escaping, the alchemy room blows up.
Could have rigged it on the big fuck off boat. That would help us a lot right now.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. I'm fucking with you.
Ramming speed.
I don't know that he would have ever been on the boat, if we're being honest.
I don't think I was allowed access to the boat, or else I would have said, I am on the boat. Like, I would have definitely chosen to just be on the boat, but...
That boat didn't even come till the last day, pretty much, and it was, yeah, it's that boat.
Yeah, I would have been on the boat if I could have been, but...
There are no kobolds on that boat.
There you go. I wouldn't have been allowed.
There are actually... yeah, that's the answer to this question. There's not a single kobold on that fucking boat.
Fair enough.
On that note, you leave the facility. The two of you are now following on these very fast ships. Once you're out of the harbor, you would notice that none of the other warships were following it. It seems to be going on its own. And you are currently following it, and it would not take long for you to notice people with spy glasses on the upper decks.
Yeah, appears the captain. Make sure Matteo's out of sight, just in case.
Oh, I'm already in a crate. Sorry.
Yeah. You could just went below deck, but that works too.
No, I'm fucking with you. I mean, if I need to pop out of the crate, I will.
Act like a captain, just fucking barking orders, a little frazzled, trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. As if I had been too out of the loop.
You do so. After a short while, Matteo downstairs hiding in the crates. You would be greeted by Ivy, also downstairs hiding in the crates.
What the fuck?
Ivy was in part of the extraction team.
Fair enough.
Ivy would pop out of his crate and lean over and say, "So, how'd it go?"
I think it went pretty well. Kind of sad I didn't get the chance to gut him, but all in due time, I guess.
Fucker still walking around?
Unfortunately, but we got our proof.
What about Violet?
She's not in the facility, we know that. She's wherever the general is.
Not the best answer, but steps.
We tried,
Well,
for what it's worth.
what about your dragon friend, Midas? Did his cover get blown?
I cut my internet cut out. Can you say that again?
Your dragon friend, Midas, did his cover get blown?
As far as I know, no. I'm sure he's having a great time back at the facility. I like to think at that point we hear the explosion.
Well, sounds like he's having fun. Is she on that boat?
That's our only guess right now.
He would peek out the side through one of the little windows, kind of glance at the boat. He'd say, "Well, so either we're taking that boat or we're waiting."
Seems like it. I know what vote I have, but I don't know if it's the smartest choice right now.
He would climb back into his crate. "Hey, can you pass me that cabbage over there?"
God damn it.
Hey, sure thing, bro. I'm gonna hand him the cabbage.
He sits down and begins eating.
I'm going to also munch on a cabbage.
On
The loudest vegetable.
Second only to carrot.
And it's a cabbage, so you're not getting much fucking nutrients.
It's literally a waste of
A waste of stomach.
a waste of effort. It's one of those foods that burns more calories to eat than.
Unironically, people eat cabbage and lettuce before big eating competitions.
Just to make their stomachs bigger without actually eating any food.
Mhm.
Now on the top deck, Marivin, you are watching. Now, you've been a soldier a long time, and you've seen a lot of naval battles in your day. But, one thing that you never like is when the large ship that you're worried about begins turning its broadside to you.
I was in the army. Fuck. This
So-
seems bad.
When you don't get return signals from the very large ship, when the scouts have looked at you and then gone back inside, and the ship begins to turn, you are left with a choice. To either attempt to hold your cover at cannon point, or to cut losses. And at the moment, the Finns are following your direction.
Shit. Is there any actual Finn here?
There are Jasper's men.
Would they know general Finn tactics? Because, general not as in, like, the general,
you
as
mean,
in,
like,
like,
you mean,
in...
Generic.
yeah. Because I know,
would
even though
say-
they are different sects, it's like, you know...
Yeah. Typically the Finns have very, very strong communication between their ships. They have networks of symbols and things like that. I've assumed you've been using them appropriately. Because you have them right there to help you with that, and because you could have prepared. Typically, when ships are in a fleet like this, there is a large amount of communication. They are radio silent now.
Question.
Yes.
So, I know by the time I said that order, the general was already, like, halfway down the aqueduct. But, would there be, especially in Pandemonium, would there be any way that some people on that other ship might still think that the general isn't the general?
You would have had to have been more convincing than the general.
Fair.
Which is possible.
It is theoretically possible, hypothetically possible, but you are trying to convince
intimidation.
an entire group that there is another person who is acting perfectly like their general and isn't their general. How identifiable do you think he is to his men?
Shit.
That depends entirely on how distant of a leader he is.
In
a
general, the Finns are very close leaders.
He
Okay.
is sleepy.
But is he a shit leader?
kidding.
He's
Oh,
also
yeah.
poisoned.
He's
He is
acting
infected.
super weird.
He is like
Next second.
he is
Which would be acting weird.
slow acting poison is fun.
Would that have bought anything or
He
extra
just throws
grace?
the general off the
If
side.
someone's
of the
acting a
While
little
we
weird,
were making our way to the docks, we could have been like sowing discontent, so to speak.
I kind of figured you were, but people weren't going back and forth between the ship and the base. Separate men. So
Yeah, but you
there
know,
might have been a small amount of overlap, but it would be very difficult for you to have extended that to the whole ship.
fair.
Like
Okay.
nigh impossible. Like, I don't know how you would. I'm sure that there's a way, but you don't have Bullhorn.
I'm trying to think militarily. Is there anything you could signal to a ship to just to other military to like try and sow discontent towards a leadership? Can we start reading them like the Communist Manifesto or something? Sorry.
The Finns are pretty communist as is.
Shit. So they're turning the broadside?
They are turning the broadside towards your ships.
What's the highest ranking one of Jasper's fins?
Probably a captain, but he was assigned to help you, so he's been taking a side note.
Great. Very quickly defer to him.
Very quickly, he would say, if we get fired at, we will lose. We know where they are. I would retreat.
Do you have anything that can rival that and cut it off?
No, we don't. But they can't stay on it forever.
We can just make sure they don't get back to their base.
It's
Yeah.
short range.
Cut
Ship
it.
like that can't cross the ocean.
Cut it. Turn this bitch somewhere other else.
You
Somewhere else.
suddenly turn and you stop using the sails as his men take over and use their own variant of the arcane engine.
Great.
The one that you'd seen before. You immediately take off like a speedboat, which is good because it's not long before artillery begins crashing into the water behind you. However, once you start moving quickly, the Finns are able to pretty clearly evade.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to get clear of the large ship, which is now hovering around the edge of the shallows, like before the drop-off, but a good
Mhm.
distance out. Before the trench, so to speak. As you begin returning, you would notice an increase in Jasper's naval presence as well. Most of his ships have been recalled back to Beechcrest as if to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
You would be greeted on the dock by Jasper, as a matter of fact.
Get Matteo out of the crates.
You go down and get Matteo and Ivy out of the crates.
You go down to the lower decks, and you are deafened by the sounds of crunching cabbages.
My cabbages!
2 full crates of cabbage gone.
They're gone.
They kept getting hungrier as they got back.
Too bad. They're beans.
They're beans.
You step off onto the dock, and Jasper would begin approaching. You could see on his face that he was less than happy. You would all be Midas back. Midas, you'll be back eventually. Yours take longer.
You said Jasper was not happy?
Jasper does not look happy. No, not like angry, but not happy.
Well, that sucks.
Where is Moravaint?
I'm gonna land eventually.
I assumed he was following the boats in the air, and eventually would land.
Okay.
Eventually.
I kind of figured he's not going to try to take the boat alone.
I could.
Oh,
I'd
oh.
die. I need to make a new character.
Yeah, yeah. Let's have another Drogon run.
No shit.
No, not Drogon.
Durin?
Draco.
Durin.
Oh yeah. Draco.
Draco.
Dreh.
No, before Durin. Draco, the guy who was with you on the first session.
Well, Draco wasn't. That wasn't like a stupid move. That was just unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, he rushed them. Yeah.
Yeah, but also I didn't have a choice.
On that note, you all return back to the dock. You of course would be, given a debrief, as the information was shared, telling him all about the giant ship, which he would take in stride, as much as one can do. Ivy would return to the stump very quickly to go and speak with Mischief in person. Most of the Finns seem uncomfortable. You would notice that while there are many more ships here, the bar is much more empty.
I wonder why.
So
But,
I'm just trying to think. With them still on the water, and the general presumably on that ship and not at the base, the way we left that base, do most of them still think the general isn't the general, at least on the base? The ship is different, of course, but... like, when we left, were people buying it and spreading the word?
You weren't there long enough, I think, to have a long-term assessment. At the moment, yes, but that was in chaos before anyone really spoke. And even then, they could have been fixing it right behind you and you wouldn't have known. You know that you told lots of people.
Works for me.
Goob enough.
It would be a day or two of time as everyone is waiting on pins and needles before the caravan comes back with Midas. Hey, Midas. Along the way, you are able to identify your gear. I think spending all day with that many people, you'd be able to do that. At least the gems they're worth. You probably need some help with the alchemy. But your gems are worth a total of 765 gold points.
God damn.
You can put that in weightless currency because it's gems.
Everybody knows gems are free.
Well, he only has 4 gems that reach that value.
Plus currency, you said 765?
765 in weightless. If it matters to you at all, it's a chrysophage, a black pearl, a garnet, and a piece of ivory.
I mean, it'll only matter to me, like, if there's someone who's really wanting one of these gems, like, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not.
I don't think anyone in your party looks for specific material components, so meh.
Alright. What about the other stuff?
The potions, you will need to have a specialist identify them, and by that, I mean I have to roll for them.
At any time, or, like...
You are going to go by an alchemist, you will get them identified, I have to roll for them, I have not done so yet. I'll be honest, I was setting up loot tables earlier today, and I knew that there were a bunch of potions, and I hadn't identified what they were yet.
Oh, that's okay. I don't really care.
So I will do that before the day is done. I just haven't done it yet.
And we're talking about the stuff I found in the alchemy room, right? Not the 2 vials that I found in the chest. You said that was-
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah, those 2 I actually know. Those 2 I
Okay.
know what they are. And I'll go ahead and tell you what they were. One of them is a potion of guidance, worth 25 GP.
I didn't think about the fact you guys just get a potion of that.
I see.
The
I
other
should have just drank it immediately.
The other one is an oil of magic weapon.
Hmm.
Well, okay. Do I know what that is? As Midas?
You pour an oil of magic weapon on a weapon, it makes it a magical weapon, temporarily.
Okay, temporary though.
Yes. So you could pour it like over a dagger to make a magical dagger, temporary.
Okay.
It will eventually.
Do I
fade.
know like what magic quality it will take on, or?
Just an enhancement. It's just going to be bonuses to attack.
Okay. Bonus to attack damage. Got it.
Bonus to both the attack and the damage, as well as it would make it hit things like ghosts and things like that.
Oh, okay. I like
a
that.
lot of monsters are immune to any weapon that's not.
And what about the wig?
The wig. It's a wig.
I knew it.
There's nothing special about the wig. It's just.
When I arrive back to the group, I want to be wearing the wig.
You all see him hop off the cart wearing a powdered wig.
All right. And was there anything else besides the potions and the
Nope.
gold? Oh, the documents. What about the documents?
Yes, actually, the documents.
And books. 2 books and a
Yes,
document.
there are several books, and I will just tell you what they are and give you the excerpts if you would like, and we can just assume that you're going to tell the others when you get back.
Oh, yeah.
There are 2 books. I'll give you the titles of each. If you have any interest, I will read you the excerpt, as well as a set of letters. The letters are simply titled The Leviathan.
Oh. Letters are titled The Leviathan.
The Leviathan.
Ooh, I like that.
At a glance, it appears to be between the general and his engineers. You finally have his name.
Alright.
His name is General Eric Blackwood.
I think you might need to get that checked.
Alright. And
Get the fuck
you said all of the letters were, like, all of them were pertaining to the Leviathan? None of them were different?
There are only 4 of them. And the letters are between 3 people. They're between the General Eric Blackwood, lead engineer Talia Voss, and secondary engineer Jarek Lynn, who you actually know because it's one of the 3 people Moravaint captured.
Not the one he killed, though, right?
Not the one he killed, no.
Oh,
Just
thank
one
God.
of the ones he captured. Jarek
You
Lynn.
said Jarek Lynn, and what was the lead engineer?
Talia Voss. Also, on that shelf, it appears to have 2. One book is leather bound. It looks like it's written on very, very old paper, maybe even papyrus. And it is titled The Living Land of Orsha. The other one is titled Blood of the Abyss, the Synthetic Lineage of the Sea King.
That's so
Blood
fucking ominous.
of the Abyss. What was it?
The Synthetic Lineage of the Sea King.
Synthetic?
Yes. And to clarify, the first one was leather bound and written on the papyrus. The second one, fucking brand new. It looked like the ink just dried. It's very, very recent.
Okay.
Would you like excerpts? They are somewhat long, but I will give them if you'd like.
We'll hit him at a later date, I guess.
Cool. All right. At any point, we have those books that I can let you guys walk through.
But are they in a language that I can read, or?
Yes, actually. The Blood of the Abyss is in Imperial Common.
Okay.
And the Land of Orsha would be mostly common with hints of Druidic throughout. Very, very short bits of it, but Druidic all the same. As it being translated is the best way of putting it. those are your books for the day. Now, having spent a week prepping this and having a, shall we say, moderate level of success, what would you all like to do post-op?
I'd share all of this, these letters and books and everything with everyone from the party. Like if any one of them wanted to look more into any of these things, of course.
Would anyone else like to look into any of those? Does it interest you enough to hear them?
Kinda. For the correspondence on the Leviathan.
Yes. Would you like me to just read the letters?
Sure.
Cool. I have 4 of them. The first one, from Lead Engineer Talia Voss to General Eric Blackwood. Dear General, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to update you on the progress of the Leviathan. The hull is nearly complete, reinforced with the enchanted metal that you approved. It should withstand both cannon fire and the fiercest of storms. As we move forward, I'm eager to discuss the propulsion system. We are integrating a new arcane engine. It will draw from the energy of the ties, allowing for unprecedented speed. However, we need to finalize the enchantments in order to prevent any potential overloading. Respectfully, Talia. The second letter, from General Eric Blackwood to Lead Engineer Talia Voss. Dear Talia, thank you for your diligent work. I'm pleased to hear about the hull's progress. Speed is crucial, as you know, so please ensure the arcane engine can handle the strain of combat. Regarding the armaments, I want ballistae and enchanted cannons installed. Each cannon should be capable of channeling arcane energy for enhanced firepower. Ensure the recoil is accounted for. We cannot afford damage to the ship during battle. Keep me updated. From the secondary engineer, Jarek Lim, to General. Dear General, I wanted to touch base regarding the Leviathan. We're indeed installing the armaments as instructed, and training the crew will be paramount. They must understand both the arcane and mechanical system thoroughly to avoid any accidents in the heat of battle. I do recommend scheduling drills as soon as the ship is launched. We cannot afford to be unprepared. And the response to them both from the General. Dear Talia and Jarek, thank you for your updates. I appreciate the dedication. The Leviathan must become our pride and must be a terror amongst the seas. Ensure every aspect is perfected before the launch. I look forward to the next reports. And that is the end of the correspondence as you have it.
Okay.
And when was that last letter dated?
That last letter was written the day before yesterday.
Okay. And
So
where
it's not ready.
is Jarek Lynn? Is that his name?
Yes. Secondary engineer Jarek Lynn.
Where's he being held right now?
He is currently being held in a secure facility by the Finns.
Can we go question him? Slash
Absolutely.
torture.
That would absolutely be an option before we go down that road. Does anyone have interest in either of the other 2 books while I have it open?
Nah, fuck you.
Nah, fuck me. Heard.
Okay.
That's fine. I have no issue with moving on. I'm gonna keep them in my notes. I just wanted to register that if you wanted to address them.
Very quickly. When letter 3 from Lynn to the General, when is that dated? Instructing the training.
The day before. So 3 days ago for the Oh no, I'm sorry. It should be more than that because it took multiple days for Cameron to get back. These letters are all 1 day apart from each other. But the last one came the day before you guys operated. So the final one from the General to the engineers was the day before Dakota kicked down a door.
Uh-huh.
And then each letter before that was 1 day before that.
So what was the whole like his Lucent was telling him counting down like the days? Like, did we fuck that up entirely?
He got started earlier than I actually expected him to.
Right, 2 days earlier. Like,
yeah, 1 day earlier. 1 day before.
Okay, 1 day earlier.
About it.
All right.
Which I was going to let you all know, like, today is the day, but then he started way early, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're starting now. No one's fucking prepared. That's why I didn't.
My defense.
Yeah. No. It was absolutely a reasonable time. I just didn't expect you to make such a gamble. But it's completely reasonable that you did. I just didn't expect you to. Kicking down the door when you're outnumbered 5-1 is They were ready ahead of time. Yeah, it's kind of important. You don't want it to go wrong when you have a guy captured.
All right.
But if 2 days before the op was when they instructed to train, they probably aren't that trained in using it yet. So
I want to go question this second. God.
That's fair.
Also, since we're all meeting back up and together, can we figure out what the fuck happened with the person who died that Moravaint supposedly killed? What was that about?
It's not true.
Okay.
None of that was fucking true.
Okay. Because I
no.
was very concerned.
So, no, they did in fact find a mutilated corpse. That mutilated corpse was not one that you guys killed. Or at least it wasn't a prisoner you guys killed. When you went to go take the
They
two
didn't
prisoners,
know that?
Well, no. They found they had 3 people going around. You guys captured 2 of them. The third one died in combat. But you guys let the body, so it seemed like you would kill him
Okay.
after the point. It was just a psychological warfare thing. The other 2 really were captured and really was done by Moravaint, but they were never in any actual danger. If anything, they're just going to stand trial for high treason.
Cool, Jesus, that might lead to their deaths, but it's fine. Not much we can do about it.
Not our problem.
To be fair, they're going to stand trial for something they absolutely fucking did.
Alright, I want to go question him.
Alright, you decide to go to the facility. You do in fact go. You find it is not very cozy. It's a small house on the edge of town that seems to be very, very nondescript. They're keeping them in the basement. The engineer appears to be a young gnome. He is not all there. He is definitely
come on.
no. He's just a little mentally off. He is clearly safe. He's fed, and he's cooperating to the best of his ability. But it does seem like his mental faculties are somewhat declined.
Terrific. And he was the second in command engineer?
Yep.
He's a gnome. He needs new experiences.
It's crazy. Alright. Well, let's hope that he did a real fuck-up job of making this ship, and there's easy-to-exploit things that we can do to lead to its destruction. Well,
Can Mystique, get his brain back in order? Is she able to do that?
You're asking if Mesquite can recover someone's brain.
Yes.
That's actually interesting. I don't know any ability that does that. But if anyone were to have that, I think that's a life sphere. I think that's recover. I think that's the life restore. I don't think that's mine.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt. Would you tell me again what the potion of guidance does?
Absolutely. Allow me to refresh myself on what guidance does.
Like a +1 to any or to the next skill roll or attack roll.
Yes, it is a +1 on the next thing you do.
It is unbelievable to me that it's already been like 3 hours.
It is just literally a +1 to the next action it does. It's a very, very cheap thing.
Okay, +1.
Not to damage.
Single
Alright.
attack roll, saving throw, or skill check.
Alright.
But yeah. With that being said, this is really the kind of thing that a wizard uses before a test at college.
Got it. Alright, so we're there to talk to the guy?
Yeah, you're gonna go down and talk to the engineer.
Uh-huh.
You find him in a relatively rough mental state. Though you would quickly find that many Finns suspect himself of self-poisoning.
He's self-poisoning?
It is obviously a bad thing for an engineer to be captured when you know all of this stuff about your own stuff.
Alright, I want to go ahead and hit him with the syringe shot real quick.
Ooh, interesting. Your syringe. While that would heal a body, it will not heal a mind.
No, but like to keep him from killing himself, like self-poisoning, not necessarily
got it.
making
You're
him.
trying to stop cyanide. You're not trying to stop that.
Yeah, just not to make him mentally sane per se, but I just want to make sure he isn't dying anytime soon.
He's alive. He is.
All right. Still, I want to use it on him. All right. Is it just me to go and interrogate him, or is anybody else join me, like, in this endeavor?
I have a good intimidate skill? Question mark?
I am the social one, so I should probably do that.
I was gonna say, I'm fine with whoever joining.
I can play bad
being
cop
for
if
this.
needed. I know that's
Okay.
ironic with Marivin, but
I'm a bad cop anyway.
Yeah, I'm fine if the whole party is there. But it yeah, the whole party's being there is fine.
All right, you all go. The Finns let you in on order from Jasper. You go in and you find the two. There is one Finn guard and one engineer. The engineer is not all there. The guard seems like he hasn't been poisoned, but also like he may just be an idiot. He's not trained well.
Okay. Why don't we split the two guys up? We don't really need anything.
They are in different.
Huh? They
are
are in different rooms? Okay,
Yes.
good. I was just saying, if we don't really need anything from the other guy, there's no point in him being here.
wait, so where did we find these guys again?
They got taken off a boat.
So they had one of their top engineers just chilling with some dumbass on a boat?
No, there were multiple dumbasses. Most of them are dead now.
From combat. There was combat.
The general doesn't seem too smart.
Yeah, that's why
Anyway.
Jasper wants them out of the way.
Okay. I guess we'll just start by asking, like, are they treating you all right here? Little fella?
Yeah. They brought me a sandwich
Uh-huh.
and some cabbages. They were crunchy.
Interesting. Well, buddy, you were second in command with the engineers, right?
Yeah, that's my job.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm supposed to be doing that right now.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me a little bit about that job? What was the last thing you were working on?
Oh yeah, I put the cogs together. The metal things with the teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Can I attempt like a
Do
heal
we-
check to see
Yeah,
what exactly is going on?
can we get a healer in here with like
This
restore?
feels spiteful.
He's stupid.
It is not spiteful. There is a healer in town that'd be capable of this. Here's the catch. There is a healer. Here's the reason they haven't done it yet. If you would like to take this, you may. There is a healer in town that could do it. It's a cleric. The cleric is of that sea god, which is worshipped by both sides of the Finns.
Yeah.
Since no one is 100% certain of the cleric's allegiance, they have not spoken for pro Jasper or pro General. They have been hesitant to bring the clergy into this particular operation, especially considering we're talking murder and kidnapping.
What level is the restore spell?
Restore of this variety.
I got a really dumb idea.
You would need to be class. You would need a couple of talents. I don't remember.
I
exactly.
was wondering if we could get a scroll.
Ooh, interesting. Probably.
I could work on getting an implement too.
Could I get a scroll from the Mafia with my funding?
Ooh, possibly. Or you could definitely get a discount.
I could at least get it because it makes sense that the Mafia would have like healing scrolls and shit, considering the shit they do. And that's also something very useful to have if you're torturing someone for information.
Alright, you would need, for this particular spell, you would need 2 talents. One for life and one for the thing. So you would need a single-use item.
I could also eventually bind an implement to make it.
So I have a question. Was this guy always not all there, or did he become not all there during us like getting him? Like
That's a
someone
good
bonked him on
question.
the fucking head too hard or some shit.
I think with our current description, he may also be stupid, but also he was the second engineer, and in the letter he wasn't talking this goddamn stupid. So
He
I'm
was
thinking this is,
He could have gotten arcane radiation poisoning from all the engines.
Yeah,
It's a
because in the
plutonium
letter
reactor.
he wasn't talking
Just-
near this dumb.
He just has a brain tumor.
We're just making fun of a fucking cripple.
They were using pure fucking uranium.
Turns out the Leviathan's actually powered by the Demon Core. That's why it's blue.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna have to... I hate that I have to do this now. I have to get the translation of...
Get
spell
ready for some
level
fuck shit, boyo.
Sponge boy me Bob.
There's a syringe in my...
Yes. Yes, Nova, what were you gonna say? There's a syringe in what?
What's that thing you say when you have a really good idea? Urethra?
Also, the Finns can have their fucking longsword back.
How much are you... oh, you're just gonna throw it into the water?
No, they can. I'm just
Nah,
giving
throw it
to
into the
these
water,
guys.
they'll get it.
Make an offering to the fucking sea god with a fin sword.
Bitch, I can talk to a sea god.
Yeah, make an offering to that one. This different
Don't
sea
kill
god,
me.
the one that's relevant to us.
Okay, this is the equivalent of a first or second level spell. You would need this in potion or scroll form. Either one would work.
Whichever's cheaper.
Roll preferably, just so we can make him drink it. Or so we don't have to make him drink it.
Also, to be fair, I almost called you Kieran. To be fair, Marivin, you're talking to Cthulhu. They worship Poseidon.
There are
Alright.
some things that
You can
worship
definitely
Cthulhu.
afford it. It's not particularly expensive. It's 150. So I'm trying to figure out how
Gold?
much your 150 gold. But at this level, using Matteo's resources, you could spend 50. I'm gonna let them give you that discount for that. So 50 gold to get a thing to restore mind of that level.
I'll
So
front
we-
it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'd do that, Jesus.
50 gold, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll front it. I'll front it all. I don't care.
Yeah, he's the baller.
That's so much less than I thought it was gonna be.
No, the scrolls are not that expensive at low level. Low level spells are not that expensive. It's 150 total for this. It's just 100 off because of Matteo.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. You get the scroll, take it down and use it on him, and it's as if it's night and day. The moment you use it, he sounds like the grouchiest gnome with the worst headache you've ever seen in your life. The moment you do it, he's holding his head and he's going, ugh. What?
Well, friendo, you've been captured.
Don't remind me.
I know it's tough.
Who's all in this interrogation room?
Everyone.
Any
No.
Matteo, you want to take the reins? I don't feel like I'm the best at, cooperation and being nice and all of that.
I can take a crack at it. Mateo's gonna approach the man and kind of crouch down to his level and say, "So, you feeling all right? Is it the capturing that's doing all that, or did
I have
you
a splitting,
brain get scrambled by all the magic engines?"
just a splitting headache. What the hell do you fucks want?
What anyone wants, information.
Don't we all?
Fair point. So
So
tell me,
my memory's a little fuzzy. I was on a boat. You guys grabbed me. Ah, shit. You would have had to. You would have had to
look,
catch us first.
what happened, how we got you, not important right now. The fact of the matter is, you're here, surrounded
Right.
by a whole bunch of people who would very much like to kill you if you don't give us what we want. Now, here's the deal. That big ship has 2 people on it. One person we want to save, and one person I want to decapitate and string from the fucking sails. I can let you make that guess. We need information about it, about how it works, how we can get onto it, how we can, make sure it doesn't do us in.
Alright, so I give you information and I get.
You get to not fucking die, and he's going to, twist his cane and drop the cane part off, and is just holding the knife.
Alright, so let's say I believe you, which I don't. Sorry. But last I checked, you're a devil. And
And I stab his hand.
Not at all.
Hold your fucking tongue.
oh man, that'll wake you up. Okay, let's try that again. You work with devils. Better?
Oh, I wish it weren't true, but better. And I'm gonna...
Cool.
Actually, no, I'll leave the knife in so he doesn't bleed out.
So, you work with devils. You operate the same way they do?
I got my own style, but I've learned a few tricks.
Cool. You able to write a contract?
Am I able to write a contract?
You have people who can.
I can arrange it.
Cool. Here's the deal. I work with them as a job. It's not loyalty. I don't give a shit. I got hired for some work. I did the work. I left. No worse than any guy who makes the swords or builds any other ship. I don't want all this shit. That's why I'm not on the boat. Now, that being said, you guys captured me. I lived pretty well on that ship when I was on it. I'd like to continue to not be murdered. Last I checked, we don't hurt prisoners, especially when they're civilians.
Uh,
It's
I'll
just
admit that
a
one.
hand.
I'll admit that was a little personal.
Someone
But,
stab him with another syringe.
Actually, yeah, good point. I'm gonna take the knife out and give him a syringe.
You stab him with a syringe. After another yelp, he would go, "Oh, okay, that's way better."
Yeah.
That actually
Consider
helped
that a
me.
formal apology.
Yeah, I that helped the headache. Thanks. So, here's the deal. To be completely honest with you, they can try me for treason if they want, but I didn't actually have any required loyalty to their faction. All I am is a military contractor, which is not illegal here. And as of right now, Jasper is not currently the king. So, I'm actually in the clear. Now, all that being said, I don't actually want the job anymore. I just want to continue to be able to, live comfortably. That's really my goal in life. And right now, I'm a little uncomfortable. So, how about this? I'll show you the blueprints that I worked on. May not be exactly what you want, but it's what I got. I get a contract. Puts me working for the other side of the fence, some military contractor. Since I'm sure if you guys are so worried about the equipment, you wouldn't mind getting some of your own. I don't mind flipping. So, you get me a contract that says I'll work for them, give them the weapons. Then, yeah, I'll give you that. But, until such a time as I have a contract saying I'm not going to be tried for high treason by your majesty, I'm gonna sit right fucking here. And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I believe this can be arranged.
Well,
How
I
long would it
certainly
take
goddamn
for
fucking
the-
hope so.
How long would it take to get the people who could do the contract?
Not long. They're just outside of town. You would need Jasper involved for it, though.
Yeah.
Matteo go grabs those guys. I can go grab Jasper.
So is this contract? It's not like a magical sort of thing, right? It isn't
That's exactly
like.
what it is. It is.
Oh, okay. It is magical, so he
Yes.
has to follow it. He cannot betray, like this contract.
He, no, he cannot break the contract. Or if he did, there'd be very, very severe consequences that basically make
Okay.
people not break them.
Right. Okay.
Like your soul is going to hell for all eternity type of thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Well,
All right.
Sounds good to me.
don't know what we're standing around for. Let's get this man a contract.
Sounds easy enough.
All right, so Moravaint goes and gets Jasper. He comes easily given the situation. Matteo goes and gets a contract writer. Jimmy! You grab Jimmy and return. After a few minutes of negotiating on specific wording, they do in fact sign a contract with the help of Jimmy, who is just very happy to write any contract not involving a devil. It's pretty standard language. The engineer isn't going to go work for the other side anymore. To clarify, Jarek Lynn is not going to go work for the other side anymore. Jasper will get rid of all of the crimes. He is no longer going to be tried. In response, he also gets a contract working for Jasper, developing similar weaponry, though not the exact same set, as he is also under a contract not to build that set for other people.
I'd like a formal clause that he has to wear this powdered wig at all times while he works.
No,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
we can't do that. He's been
Just while he works.
It's his
Just
thinking
while he
cap.
works. Not all the time, just when he's working.
All right, now how about at formal meetings? How about that? Formal
At
meetings.
formal meetings, Jarek Lynn must wear a powdered wig.
This feels like cruel and unusual.
This is.
We're medieval. The fucking Geneva Convention doesn't exist yet.
Yeah,
Boss,
but
I'm
morals
good.
do.
I'm going to say that does not end up in the final contract, though it is appreciated by Jasper. You get a laugh. Solid 6 out of 10. On that note, they do sign the contract, and then he begins actually sketching out the generics of the equipment. He says he's contractually obligated to not give out the full blueprint as it could be used to build, but he can
But he
point out specific portions.
But he can't lie to us about it either, right?
Correct.
Like, okay.
He is contractually working for you now. He is an ally.
All right. I guess most importantly, we'd like to talk about how the propulsion system could overload.
Okay, so the way the propulsion system works is it's actually still under construction. He does not do the enchantment side, he does the mechanical side. Functionally speaking, It is a propulsion engine that pushes water out to move the ship forward. The propulsion engine is built mechanically, but powered via arcane magic. He does not know exactly how the magic works. However, he does recognize that the magic is is powered both on the natural magic of the sea and storms. The ship is significantly more effective in storms.
Ooh, that's cool.
But he doesn't have any idea as to how the propulsion system could overload, even though that was talked about in the letter. I know that was with the lead engineer and not him, but he doesn't have any clue about it.
He knows that the power intake is not necessarily the same as the power usage. If you were to input more power than it can output, it could overload the engine.
How would one
That's
do that?
good to know.
Oh my god, we could use Herald.
Oh fuck! No.
It's one big ass storm. I know we hate him, but guys,
I don't hate him.
Could we piss him off enough to help us against?
It's getting his frickin' relative back. Hopefully he'd be down.
how about he takes a fucking cameo? It's a show, come on.
I don't think he is into the show thing anymore.
He is
Yeah,
totally
some
into
things
the
have
show.
been
He's definitely watching us.
Oh, fuck.
No, but it's his like his relative. Surely he'd be down to help
I don't
out.
think that's how that works.
I think it has some sway.
It's an option. That's a big source of storm energy.
It would be something I would look into. Like, we both want her back and safe, even though we are at each other's throats. We do this, and then, like,
Matteo would not be okay with it.
Not even just using him? Like
Matteo would want no part in it. At least.
That can be arranged.
But what other way do we have of overloading the ship?
Matteo doesn't care. Like, this is not a logical thing. This is these people had a hand in killing Teddy. The only thing I want to do with them is knife them.
Fair enough. It's an option. Continue.
they killed her father. Why would we let them? Why would we let him help? Type beat.
Like, it's not enough.
Alright, so we're done, I guess, with the interrogation.
You
Done
now
with
have a
that.
turncoat engineer.
Don't we have two other people to interrogate?
Oh, does he
No, one
specialize
is
in
done.
anything else besides just nautical shit? Like, could he make stuff for us?
He is going to begin constructing things for the Finns. There
Okay.
also is a secondary thing that was very, very quickly glossed over, but I will point it out. The things that make the engine run on storms also are on the weapons.
Oh, so they get really powerful during that.
But also could be overloaded.
Specifically
if you
the
could
siege
desi-
weapons, the heavy cannons on the top.
I
Which
wonder
he
if
would
you could
actually,
design them
he
up.
would tell you more information. I'm sorry, this should have been one of the first things I mentioned. So remember how we were addressing before why they would build a fleet to attack Stonefell?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Well, Karter
I
was
remember
questioning it
you.
before. Now he has his answer.
Oh,
They
because if
developed
it's
a-
powered by a storm, it can shoot far enough to just fucking dome the mountain.
The artillery on the top of the ship is long enough range to reach Stonefell in a storm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's...
Do we want to get that information
Call-
to the people at Stonefell, or do we not give a fuck about?
What the fuck are they gonna do about it?
I think Jasper would rather keep that to himself if he's gonna
That
have
sounds
this
good.
weapons.
I don't really. That sounds good to me.
Also,
But
not
also
gonna lie,
level
they
Beechcrest.
can't-
Yeah.
They
Also,
also
like,
can't do anything about it. What are they gonna do? Move the fucking mountain?
I mean, they'll
They'll
raid the
back
town.
Jasper up.
That's also fair. Either they'll do one final like desperate attack and try to raid everything and burn it to the ground, or they'll be like, okay, let's not mess with you. Both are equally possible because dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
The king seems like a reasonable, albeit stupid man. It could also be one of those things
The
where,
stupid part is the one that worries me.
yeah. What
Like
I
you
could
said,
see
it could
happening
just
is,
be used to sway him into siding with Jasper.
yeah. And then,
Though if I remember
for instance, he
correctly-
could use the wording as like, if you dismantle this thing afterwards, I will help you against the general.
And if I remember correctly, though, we wanted to try and keep Stonefell out of it because that might drag the Empire in, and no one wants the Empire here.
Eh,
I feel like that was a reason Jasper said don't get Stonefell involved. if I
That
remember correctly.
was a thing that was discussed because Stonefell works with the Empire a significant amount,
yeah.
or at least a not insignificant amount.
Plus, then the king might expect something. It's just a mess.
So with
Something
all that
put
said,
on the back seat then.
with all that being said, is there anything else you are all wanting to do, or have I given you enough to think about?
Don't we have one more person to interrogate, or did I dream that up?
There was a
Good
soldier.
A soldier, like just pretty much a guard that was on the boat with him.
Okay, cool.
Which you would find out actually pretty quickly. They don't like keeping their engineers in the same place. They keep them on quickly moving ships, so that they can come in and out of the dock when needed, but are also out on the water away from the other Finns to try to get a hold of. Typically speaking, Finns are not able to catch them on the water with the propulsion systems. It's just Jasper's personal ships are faster.
Now, however,
With the new engines on this ship, that may not be the case once it's operational.
I don't want to interrogate the guard, but I am gonna go to where he's being held and slip a flyer for the circus auditions under the door.
damn it, Matteo.
You begin hearing terrible opera music.
That's
He's an opera singer.
No, he's an awful singer.
Yeah, more
You want some Kurt's knowledge, by the way? Speaking of
Sure.
operas,
What about Kurt?
Epic
Sorry.
the Musical meets all the criteria for an opera.
good to know.
Actually,
What does?
Epic the Musical.
All right, now I think that is all that I have prepared for today. If you guys would like to do more, then now would be the time to say so. If you would like to hear some books, now would be the time to say so. Otherwise, I think we're stopping for the evening.
Might as well hear about the books since we're at there.
Yeah.
Why does it feel early?
It does. It really does.
It
we
is.
started,
Because
we
the
started
heist segment
late,
went by
and-
so fucking fast, despite being absolutely insane.
That's fair. All right. On the bookshelf, to remind you both, there is the Living Land of Orsha and the Blood of the Abyss, the synthetic lineage of the Sea King.
Let's go with Orsha first. I want to hear about the other thing more. So.
All right. This is written as a journal. Very, very old writing. Occasionally words slip into what you recognize as Druidic, but the vast majority of it is written in Common. This is the excerpt you get off the as you are glancing through the book. Ahem. As I sit within the confines of my modest dwelling, the ink-stained pages of my notes are sprawling out before me. I'm continually captivated by the ever-shifting essence of Orsha, this continent where the ground breathes and transforms under the phases of the moon. It challenges the very understanding of the it challenges the very fabric of our understanding. Mountains can become gentle hills overnight, and rivers may vanish only to re-emerge as ethereal lakes. A dance orchestrated by those legendary moon weavers whose laughter whispers through the winds. Having devoted my life to studying this wonderful land, I have witnessed the magic firsthand, chronicling the secrets it holds. Ancient ruins hidden beneath fresh terrain and miraculous springs that rise up with tides, and the creatures evolving in astonishing ways. In order to traverse Orsha is to embrace a unpredictable journey. Every step is unveiling new, profound mysteries. It continues on in this way, waxing poetically.
Boring. Great.
For the most part, he's describing areas that he has seen of note. While many of them you imagine don't exist anymore, or perhaps exist in different ways, this could be a way for you all to attempt to find information about any future locations you find. Hem knowledge checks.
Nice.
The second, Blood of the Abyss, the synthetic lineage of the Sea King, is a much more recent book. It's made in modern, it is written in Imperial Common, and as I said before, the ink looked like it is only just dried. The beginning of it is, in fact, a travel journal. You see that the book was actually repurposed. The beginning of it seems to be a very, very long journal of just someone speaking about everything they're doing. The latter half of the book turns into research papers. Most of the notes are scrawled out quickly. It's a lot more formulas and things like that than anything else. Magical runes and things like that. Less the kind of thing you read and more the kind of thing you cross-reference. However, the end of the journal and the beginning of the research paper are, of course, the excerpts that I have ready. Ahem. As an ex-Imperial mage, I find myself in unexpected company. Pirates, these scoundrels of the sea. Yet here among the timbers of the ship, I've embarked on a new quest. I'm going to unravel the mysteries of this bloodline created in the image of this Sea King. The lineage born of arcane ambition and forbidden alchemy. It draws upon the essence of the ocean's depths, merging royal blood with the vitality of the aquatic beings. It then goes on to the next page where he seems to be writing his thesis. This research endeavors to investigate the feasibility and implications of implanting the synthetic Sea King bloodline into selected soldiers, aiming to enhance physical capabilities and grant them mastery over aquatic elements. By examining genetic and magical properties of the bloodline, I will assess the potential for creating super soldiers with unrivaled feats in naval warfare.
So, a motherfucker working with the general is wanting to do this for his people?
Presumably.
Of the Sea King?
That's
The Sea King?
That's
Who is
so
the fucking Sea King?
that's so fucking cool. The concept of using like genetic material
God
from
blood.
a sorceress bloodline to create super soldiers. That's some like Shadowrun shit, and I love it.
Well, thank you.
Who is the Sea King?
The Sea King is a
That's
very,
what we're seeking.
Actually, I can answer that because I've said
That
this
was
before,
good.
but it was a
Matteo.
while
I
back, so I'll refer
appreciated
to it.
that.
Yeah, I did also appreciate that.
That was great.
But the
Shit
Sea King
Dakota
is
comes
also
up with, I'm gonna
one
punch him
of
in the mouth sometimes.
the Sea King is one of Jasper's ancestors.
Okay.
That lineage, the royal lineage of the Sea King, is what Jasper is. The Finns.
That's why you can keep
So
up with the
I'd
build
like
knowledge
to
points.
go ahead and show him this book immediately.
You gonna show Jasper?
Yeah.
I think that is an actual RP thing. I don't think that's just to hand it to him. I think that's an RP situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say I want to also be there when that happens because that
Okay.
seems like an important thing.
All right. So I assume you would not want to meet him by the prisoners for this. I feel like this is
Well,
a
we can do
bar.
this next session. We can.
Yeah,
I'll
we can
remember.
address that later.
Alright, we
but
can do
that-
it next session.
Definitely something I want to be a part of though, because holy
Okay.
shit.
I will send you both the excerpts. I did alter the language slightly when I was speaking to make it clearer, so if it doesn't match exactly what I said, 100% forgive
That's
me.
fine.
I'm sending both of them in the same.
Ah,
Shut
Thank
up.
you.
So,
But yourself.
what? I'm so sorry. You cut out. What'd you say?
I said shut yourself.
Okay. I wanted to hear the comeback because I felt kind of bad for that.
There you go. Also, just in case you need it, I will also send these again. These are the letters. I can't send all of that. It is currently too long.
I can.
There we go. It is all in the Sanctum chat. If anyone would like to copy it and reformat, they are welcome to.
God, I never spell these names right. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fantasy spelling.
Hey, I got these ones right. Oh no, I didn't. I used E.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm so sorry. That's
Did you
really
use an
funny.
E for Eric? Did you use an E for Eric?
Oh.
I used an E.
I
For
said
Eric.
it and then immediately realized it was going to be misspelled, and I wasn't originally.
You don't
planning on
even
sending
want to
it.
know how I spelled that.
That's fucking Jarek. Star Wars ass name.
I spelled that shit Geric. Eric with a G.
Jarek? Oh, I thought it was Eric. Oh wait, no, Jarek is a. Never mind. I'm
Eric
tired.
was
Jericho?
a different guy.
Eric is also spelled stupid. That's Arik.
I like the way it's spelled. I like it better than how I spelled it.
I
Wait a
understand.
minute. I was told it was spelled fucking ERYK.
But you see, the Jarek works because there are some people named Jared. That's JAROD. See, it still works.
I've actually used the name Jarek before. I don't judge that.
I'm gonna be honest. I got names through a name generator. I don't really
We all
check them
do.
all that much. General Eric Blackwood was absolutely just out of a fucking generator. That's why that's
like
spelled
it.
weirdly. I
Yeah, the
stand behind
ARIC,
Jarek Lynn
yeah.
being pronounced correctly. I stand behind Jarek Lynn, but
We all
Eric
use generator.
Blackwood
Fuck
with
you,
an
ain't special.
A.
Eric it does feel weird. It does feel weird.
Well, I would say that is a good end for the session today.
I would agree.
I will say that next week will probably be a pretty chill session. Perhaps a episode of the week situation. Just to prepare everyone.
I only
I
killed
was-
like 5 dudes.
I was seriously just waiting to pop out for my moment because I just did not know when would be the best fucking time, like, to come out.
I was entirely prepared for you to have a quiet stealth heist after everyone else fucked everything up.
Yeah, well, it was just the way things were going. It didn't feel like me jumping out and doing stuff is really gonna matter that much. Like, it just,
There were a couple times I was looking at it and I was like, oh, you could jump here. Oh, you could jump here. But I think it's better for you to have gone through and looted everything because otherwise,
I mean,
you would not
was
have had all
there
those
an
things.
outcome in which we actually got Violet away from the general?
If I was able
yes.
to shoot and paralyze him.
If he shot and paralyzed him, if Moravaint had rushed the room instead of setting things on fire, if
Marivin.
if
What if I would have popped out and said I also put a sleep potion in the general's drink, like double sleep potion?
so I do wanna give this, and this is not particularly uncommon, and now that you know he has water powers, this would not be weird. But just to be clear, that effect, the second effect, while it does reduce skill checks, it does nothing if someone has a swim speed. The moment someone
He
has an
has
actual swim movement speed, they no longer have to make any checks for it.
Oh.
I wish I had jumped in a little sooner and put the boxes somewhere that would have stopped him from going through the secret door. That was really unfortunate.
No one knew about the secret door, and I was acting like it didn't exist. I was giving all the information as if it didn't exist. But it was on the board before any of it.
I know, it still sucks. Like, I don't know.
I feel you.
I just feel like
you used this special thing for that, and it was like it didn't do anything.
I was gonna say, I just feel like if I didn't grab all that shit, like, this would have felt really shitty. Like, it would have felt like we did
a little bit.
absolutely nothing. Like, we just absolutely failed.
Yeah.
But at least we got something.